Koffee and KushTv. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Please, please. Who is going to defend the Hebrews today? The most vicious and most knowledgeable organization when it comes to God. No laws, just God, just God. Press 1. God said this one, I know more. Turn to Matthew 23 and 14, please. Hit that like button. I'm challenging all Hebrew.
Shame.
See, I told you, my information is the end of it all. And with your help, we gonna crush these liars on the internet. With your support, I'm gonna do an infomercial. With your lovely help, you can support Koffee and KushTv, Urban Conservative, and we can squash these motherfucking black Nazis. Press 1. How many of y'all saw that show, The Man in the High Castle? Press 1. That's me. Once again, nigga Mr. Gillespie collecting all of the videos, making sure y'all understand it's all fake propaganda by these both traitors to the king. Press 1, and you gotta know how to decipher. That's why we turning you from black to reclassify ourselves. We don't want to be black refugees with no standing in law no more. Press 1. And I ain't got time really for these Frenchmen coming over here thinking they gonna steal some information and develop some timelines to offset future participants of this movement. Press 1. So, for starters, I do want to welcome you all, Koffee KushTv, product of Channel 54, Global Guilds Network, or whatever we come up with in the near future. What up, C. Lewis? Brittany's in the building. Jamal, what's up? Thank you for that information this morning. Break that down a little bit, but thank you for that information. Shiva is in the chat room. Miss Lori's up in there. Royal Purple, Crystalline and family watching. Shout out to y'all. Who else? What the rest of them? Urban Barker, what up with you? Eternal Bliss. Shout out to Miss Kimberly. She donated after the show, and I didn't get a chance to thank her, but I thank her for that in the what was that, super chat. Shout out to my favorite Mexican Frenchman Marley's up in the building with his crinkled up homework. Press 1. Marley got the crippled up homework. Don't know, he holding on by a thread. Press 1. He holding on by a thread. Do you sell sea moss? No, Ben. Your mama do. Your mama sells sea moss pubic hair though. Your press 1. That's your mama, not me, Ben. Your mama sells sea moss. Press 1. She put sea moss in her vagina to offset the pH balance smell. Press 1. That's your mama who sell that, not me. I ain't got nothing to do with sea moss, gold, nothing. Go check with your aunties, with them African hustles. Give a fuck about no goddamn seaweed. Press 1. What the fuck you selling seaweed for? And you got warrants. Press 1. Goddamn, what the fuck is you doing? I don't care about no nigga selling no health product and they on the run. Well, I ain't got time for that. Go see the judge and come back. I might buy something from your as a salesman, not a criminal hustler. Press 1. Won't get me. That's why I chose to wake up in the morning and talk my shit for people like Ben. Da 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 Ben. To have a friend like Ben. I'd be embarrassed my name was Ben. I'll be a troll for the rest of my life. If it wasn't Kevin Brian Gillespie, press 1 of the great royal descent. Press 1. My name be pissed. I'd be pissed off. My name was Ben. Press 1. I wouldn't even want to come outside. I'll stay in the house. Troll Kev. Why not? Kev, he look like he's headed somewhere. Let's distract him. Press 1. I love every bit of it. I love coming on the internet and helping y'all wake up just a little more. Today we're going to talk about the Hebrew Israelites. We talked about the Pan-Africans. We talk about the Olmec-head Pan-Africans, which are a collection of immigrants playing the role of the real people of this nation, you got to think of these religions doing the same thing. That's why I brought up the Hebrew Israelites, because those are not Hebrews. Press 1. Those are federalized workers. Press 1. Federalized Hebrews are not. Federalized Hebrews are Jewish. Press 1. Look at Danya Allah. He in the chat room. He mad. He got to change his whole name back to his regular name. Press 1. Which is probably press 1 over there in French some goddamn where. Press 1. You got to go back to your name where they only use hyphens and syllables. Press 1. What the fuck is that name, bro? You ain't gotta spit on me like that. You scuffing up my Jordan. Niggas say, don't call him that. Call him Ahmad. Don't call him Ahmad. Press 1. I hate. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't want to go to no other country. The world scares me. That shit like a jungle to see a bunch of foreign people trying to get me to believe in they gods. Eating bowls of rice and beans off the ground with their hands with rats, and I want to help it. What's wrong with you? No, Kev, this is rich. It's rich. Not in America. This project. This rich. Press 1. Nobody can debate me. I'm undefeatable, Rabbi Glickman. I know it ain't fair, but somebody got to tear you down. Press 1. Polite couldn't do it. He was a Nigerian. Press 1. The Hebrew Israelites scared of me too now. This knowledge right here, see, it's simple. Let's bring the chart up. If you a part of Cairo University, I taught you something valuable every day. Let me show you something. Let's bring up the chart of the Hebrews. Press 1. Now I want y'all to see this chart. Press 1. And y'all gonna realize now that you've been updated by this young brother right here. You've been updated mentally. You're gonna be able to tell who lying. This the scary shit. You're gonna be like, wait a minute. That mean this one and this one. Marley just found out that he's not Mexican. And somebody donated to my show. Shout out to CC. She said, you went hard on the Mexicans, Kev. No, I was going hard on Marley. Don't get Marley confused. See, I'm testing Marley to see where he at like Danya Allah. He just want to press 1 today. Press 1. The French fry head ass nigga. Press 1. He don't want to press 1. Danya Allah, don't press nothing else until you call it in. Don't you do. I want to see where you at mentally. All of my male students are doing it, sir. And if you a man, even my Mexican Frenchman, my nigga Marley stepped up to the plate. He uncrippled his notes that he just. Marley the type of nigga that'll crumple up the word to make it look like he had wrote the notes. He was fumbling around reading the same. I'm like, please. Don't do this, Marley. Nah, bro. Don't read. Do not say Margaret one more time. Please, bro. Come on, this is up, bro. That nigga was scrapping up, turning the same page over and over. It was like Day counting. It was like Chris Tucker counting big worm money. Just turned the whole deck of money over to make it look like he had more papers. Press 1. I'm not going this year. I'm going to make sure all of my students are able to speak. And I'm going to use Marley, my favorite French Mexican, Jamaican, press 1, as an example. We're going to measure him from that point yesterday to the future. So he's not going to be there in the future. Trust me. I'm going to make sure he ain't. That nigga gonna have a study partner. But Joe, oh man, I ain't never seen it, but that's our community. Only I could teach my people, G. When you got a school full of immigrants, you gotta address these people as such, and don't worry about no hate crime and no hate speech. You know, just what it is. You know. You got to learn to accept it. You hear me, Hebrews? You got to be like Tariq the sheep. You got to learn to accept it. Paul. Let me see. Flipping over the same page of paper. For his glory. That nigga wilding over there, son. Bocat fooled us. Well, he didn't fool us. He impressed us. He got some notes. He like, you don't want to ask me nothing? No, sir. I want you to just talk. I want to be able to talk to my students on some regular shit. You feel me? So you will understand exactly what's going on. So let me put up this chart. I want the Hebrews to tell me if this chart is real. Come on, Hebrews. Come on, you computer Hebrews. For profit. Judah, American black. Press button. Here we go. Is there a such thing as an American black? Let me ask you. Is there a such thing as an American black on earth? And if there are American blacks, who are they? Okay. Judah, American black. Whoever made this chart, ignorant. Okay. Benjamin, West Indian blacks. Levi, Haitian.
Shame. 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 Shame.
Levi, Haitian. Ephraim, Puerto Rican.
Shame.
Manasseh,
Shame.
Cuban.
Shame.
Simeon, Dominicans.
Shame. Shame.
Zebulun,
Shame.
Guatemala and Panama. Mayans in parentheses. That's one.
Shame.
Reuben,
Shame.
Seminole
Shame.
Indians. Press one. Say it again, Brittany. Say it again. Issachar, Mexicans. And Aztec.
Shame.
Press
Shame.
one. Nepal, Chile, Argentina, and Chile. Press one. You see? You see what I've done for you? Now back then, we would have went for this. If Kev wasn't here, us seeing us at the top would mean something in our heart. But now that Kev has shown you that each and every last one of these ain't nothing but a bunch of French Nazis.
Not like this.
You'll know
Not like this.
what I'm talking about and how to be able to tell. You thought Adolf Hitler army with blonde hair, blue eyes, that's his secret weapon? No siree. Remember, everything they tell you is reversed and upside down. And if that's the case, what's their secret weapon? A bunch of black, ruthless Frenchmen. Press one. A bunch of black Turk Nazi. Press one. Facts. All of them. Even the Haitian Frenchman. You see what I've done? You see, I've not only taken them down, that's why they ducking and dodging and weaving and shit. Because they afraid that my knowledge is too much. Now, if I didn't tell you that these are not tribes of God's people, press one. And that all these is foreigners and all of these are one as a confederacy, then you will understand the same way they assume position right here with your heritage is the same way they assume your position with your name. By a few things. They just want you to admit a few things to get you away from the trust, from the beneficiary and heirs to the king. Press one. Royal lands, royal people, they afraid that you gonna wake up and expel them all. Press one, because you will. Chet, I will. So they're all gypsy tribes, made up Egyptian pharaoh stories.
Unknown caller.
Right. Ah! Koffee and KushTv. If you don't have nothing intelligent to say, it's over. So make sure it's smart. You on the air.
I'm a bitch.
I know. Goodbye. Press 1. I don't want to talk to the sack chaser. Press 1. I don't want to talk to the phallus worshippers. Press 1. I want to talk to them. See, I wiped them off the map. See, these are not people of America, not this nation. These people don't own nothing in America. You see why I had to show you who King George is? So I defeat them all in one season. Press 1. I ain't got time to play and be like, oh, now it's time. I beat them all. My speech patterns destroyed all. Press 1. Not just them and them and them and them and them, but you too. So they can't stand against. These are all French. They can't stand against me. I say the Hebrew Israelites can't stand against me. Press 1. Hey, foreigners. Can't deal with a Gillespie. What? I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing, Armageddon. Change your name. Come back later or something. Change your name to Mac 11 or something. I'm already hot. Don't come over here playing in my shit. Look, my phone lines stay open. 424-209-9506. See, it's another way for them to get international people in here to spiritually steal your birthright and to keep you focused on the religious aspect and not what? The law. That's why they stand on street corners and do what they do. And so they got all the chance to call in. They're no different than the Arabs, the Turks, and they're not even Afro-American. You cannot identify them spiritually. The only thing they want to do is enforce their Muslim and Arabic religions and belief structure on us. And we are freemen. They are indentured servants. All the world are indentured servants when they come here, not you. You've been bought and paid for before you was even born. There was a will and trust for our people. There was a whole story written about how all these nations would come over here and do this and the reason behind it. Kev Rowe. Koffee and KushTv. Kev Rowe. You on the air.
Hey, what's up, man?
Could you turn the sound down in the back, sir?
Yeah, man. I'm just checking out the show, trying to get some more knowledge of what's going on.
I'm at the U. There's a lot of fine women out here. Come on, man.
All right, man. So the topic of today is...
No, the topic is whatever I'm on right now. You see it. It's
Hebrew Israelites fake chart explain, right? Explain something about that. Let's talk about that.
Go ahead.
Let's talk. I mean, I want to hear something about that.
I'm saying it right now. Are you a student of mine?
Yeah, I've been in the class.
No, you ain't been in my class. I'm telling you right now.
And I've been in this class. I've been listening since you looking at the female in the freezer. You know,
Haitians are French, sir.
Who?
Haitians are French.
Haitians are French. Okay,
that's what I said.
They speak French.
They are French.
They speak French. So they're the actual French people. Then they moved them to Haiti.
Haiti is how big? What you act like Haiti is fucking a fucking space shuttle away or something. Sir, I'm not here to play no real game, bro. I'll be shining on niggas, really, bro. Hey, speed this up. They French, bro. You ready?
They French. I understand.
Right,
I understand they French.
No,
but
the French are not a part of us, bro. Those are Nazis, bro. Those are Turks, Nazis, and Gypsies.
I mean, part of us. But so you Native American, then, right?
Bro? They're French, bro.
I'm Native. You Native. I'm Cherokee,
Israel, bro.
Blackfoot. No, I'm saying Native. So
Blackfoot, what?
I mean, but what tribe are you though? Dog? You say you're. Are you part?
That's another federalized Indian concept. That's not real. There's no such thing as no damn Blackfoot. That's only in the federal government.
I'm Seminole, Blackfoot, Cherokee, man.
Sir, you are a fucking you are a misplaced foreigner. That's what you are. You a federalized tribesman. That's it. You a $5 Indian. Your forefathers don't even got no last names because y'all was deported or something. If that's what you're claiming, Indian. because that's ain't nothing but gypsies and refugees and black people. I mean, us over here, we had land, we had a whole United States before it was a United States. So what are you talking about?
You are though.
What?
You say what tribe you are because
Sir,
I mean,
what
so
where
if you
is
a native,
Blackfoot? Where is that? What's your name in
man,
Blackfoot?
from South
What's your
Carolina,
Blackfoot name?
South Carolina.
What is your
South
Blackfoot?
Carolina, man,
sir?
man, like
Are you stupid? King George owned South and North Carolina, fool. That's part of royal lands. They ain't got
King
nothing to
George
do with-
wasn't American.
What you mean King George wasn't American? He was a Brit. He was a royal descent, fool. A Brit is not a white man from North Africa in which we built, fool.
King George
Are you
was
stupid?
American, dog.
Sir,
He was
I'm not finna argue with a bot, a computer. I'm not finna argue. Give me a more. Give me a more. I'm not finna argue with no goddamn peasant. This nigga retarded. He think royalty. He think a Brit is a white man. He think the English is a white man. He think Jesus is a white man. The only thing he know is that he a Blackfoot Indian, and those are just wanderer gypsies
Unknown
who came
caller.
up through the Russia and Alaska, came on down through what they call Washington, who was founded by George Washington Gillespie. Stop it, G. You niggas is cons and wanderers of foreign lands, G. Next, Koffee and KushTv, you on the air.
What's going on, kid?
Shit, reckless. I'm hot.
I know you are. I'm hearing the show.
Come on, let's go. What's up?
None. You told me to call in. I'm calling in.
Who is this?
Daniel.
All right, Danya Allah, give me something. This the fake tribe right here. These are all Frenchmen. Danya Allah, where you from?
I'm in agreement with you.
Cool. I'm looking for the ops.
The opposite.
These people right here who gonna defend this. The Hebrew Israelites, Cubans.
Well, this history right here.
Huh?
This history comes from the Commandment Keepers. Before the Commandment Keepers was ISUCK, they came up with a fake chart. You know, saying claim it, and actually it was actually under Jewish people. They were actually learned by Jewish people. So what you're saying is 100% correct.
Good.
I used to be in that circle of ISUPK.
Okay.
And I opposed it. And I opposed the Shield of David, and I opposed a lot of things. So, but I think what you're saying to me is funny. I don't take offense to it.
Thank you,
because
bro.
I know where my family comes from. I know I'm from here. I understand that Utah is Judah.
I see you laughing, man. You got to tell them down your island when Kev start clouding, ain't no get back, bro. These niggas tomorrow. Hey, you gonna just stand there, nigga? That's all you can do.
I come from that, bro. I come from that. I'm cool with that. You gotta keep the roaches. You gotta keep the roaches out. If you're a roach, you gonna run.
Hey man,
I'm not running.
I'ma just clown you. I ain't even worried about the roaches no more. I'ma just say, hey, there's roaches. There it is. Peanut butter on the floor. That's what it is.
So I want to. Can I read something from the scripture real quick? So,
Why not? Why not read something from the scripture? Because your name is Daniel
Yes.
Allah and you a cool guy. I got you. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Let me read it. This is for all the believers, the people that you teach. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differs nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all, but is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the fathers. Even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were, made under the law. I'm sorry.
Bro,
what
is this? What verse is this?
This is Galatians. This is Galatians, the fourth chapter.
Galatians. Go ahead.
It says to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. And because ye are sons, God hath set forth the Spirit of his Son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Wherefore thou art no more a servant, but a son. And if a son, then the heir of God through Christ. So everything that you're talking about,
Christ.
through Christ.
Yes, sir.
Not through Allah, not through no other
That's
God,
right.
Ishtar, not no moon God.
That's right.
None of that. So All of that to say is, I'm coming with the scriptures, bro. I don't know what,
Nothing. You ain't do nothing. I just felt like messing with you, Daniel. I like your emoji.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
been a while.
You heard the lady say he ain't been here for a minute.
I know.
Get his ass.
Shout out to Amanda. Shout out to everybody in the chat room.
It's a gang of Wakandites out there. Trust me. They protect.
It's all good.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, there's love in my heart, so I'm not worried about it. There's love in my heart. I know who I am. I know who you are. You're a great brother. No disrespect to you ever, bro.
My man.
And matter of fact, and like Proverbs, the first chapter says, you peep dog in the mouth. You peep dog in the mouth. Because equity only belongs to those, and fairness is only belong to those who follow Christ. Everybody else is anti-Christ. We ain't respecting that. So get them.
Much respect to you, King. My man, Daniel Allah coming through. See? You see, Bocat wasn't what? This right here, oh, it refined you. Ain't worried about that. You grew up in jokes. That's one. A nigga that can kick some comedy and teach. If you was at the 85 show, they'd be laughing then. They won't hold nothing towards them niggas who be clowning in. I just brought it to the community. What a blessing. That's one. Because y'all can't afford to fly to Atlanta. Oh, I come to y'all. Press one. But at the same time, Daniel Allah just proved he know about this. Trust me. And they was taught by Jewish people, which is probably why Captain Tazariak always got his little Jewish little
unknown caller
with him when he reading the scriptures, having drinks at night. Press one. I'll be watching y'all weirdo. I'm like, where's Captain Tazariak talking about? He saw the leprechaun sitting right there in front of him. Koffee and KushTv, you on the air? What up?
Well, that should tell you your ass.
Go, bro. Just take your time when you speak on the show. I understand you're Haitian. I understand you thought you was a Hebrew. Calm down. All right? Just calm down. I'm with you today. The other day, we brought you out of homosexuality. Today, we're going to teach you that you French. Okay? That's going to hurt a little bit. Now, is there anything other than anger, okay, emotional damage that you want to express today?
Well, the answer right now is not for white people, bro. Germans, Jewish, you dumbass little boy.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go for 1 minute, okay? So just explain yourself. It's hard to explain because you got ADD. So go ahead. Your phone messing up. Your phone messing up.
You're a bitch. Are a bitch, okay?
Oh, okay.
You are a bitch. Ain't no phone messing up.
Okay. Sorry, sir. He mad because he right here. See, he's Levi. Ain't nothing wrong if you a good Haitian person who know you French. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to nigga. You know about this black community. Hard body. Press one. You got to go at them raw. Hard outlaw type shit. You can't come to these people like Jehovah's Witnesses. Hey, y'all, did you know that the Pharaoh you believe in? They be like, shut up, Ak. They be blowing blunts all in your face. Ask the Mormons. These black people don't play. They be riding on them. Ha ha. They can't do that to me. Press one. They sound like little kids who need assistant programs when it come against a real nigga. Koffee and KushTv. You on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Professor? Coop from Chicago.
What's up, Coop? Talk to him, Coop. Now, wait, before you get started, I talk to Coop. I talk shit to Coop every day, and he still come around. He in my Instagram. He clowning.
That's because we be deserving.
This nigga,
we be deserving.
I can't get rid of my fucking alumni. They don't even want to graduate. They want to stay in the 11th grade. They just want to stay. Go ahead,
hey, super senior for life, man.
Go ahead, man. Talk to him. Go ahead.
All right, hey, real quick. Yeah, real quick. I was just tuning in to Man in the High Castle. I'm actually watching it right now.
Okay.
And it's irrefutable, man. Because right when they start off the show, they show you the whole map of the Louisiana Purchase.
There you go.
In the opening credits.
And what does the map show? Talk to him.
It says Great Nazi Reich, Then a little line started moving through it, and it showed the territories that were parceled out and divided up between the axis.
Did you
So
see
Japan got the
being
West
broken?
Coast.
Did you see the paratroopers and all the symbolic stuff in the intro? I was like, what?
Oh yeah, man.
What?
They got all your GoPro footage.
Bro, they
All
got
that
all
footage you
my
showed
GoPro
us.
footage.
All that footage you showed us in all them classes ago, when I was telling you about the bombings and how it looked like that's America in the Midwest.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all of that.
We all the growth.
That's all of that
we saw
covered
the
right
garden
here.
doors open, and I'm like, wait, I just got off a plane. That looked like, and then Coob, all of the white folk talking about Tartaria and the reset, and I knew that was a deflection from the early 1900s. I'm like, nah, a war had to happen.
Yeah, they put it right in your face. I think it was one of your other students in the class. It was one of the ladies. They said Tartaria sound like Tartarus.
Yeah, it is Tartarus. It's the devil's kingdom. Tartaria is Disneyland. Yeah.
100%. And another thing. It's a Band-Aid I had to rip off. It's actually kind of funny. So I was having a conversation about lineage with my mother, and she was telling us pretty much where our people come from. And I had put this in the chat when I first started watching a long time ago, talking about how my people was Indians before I knew the truth. You know what I'm saying? And when she told us the story of the young woman who, like, pretty much was at, like, the top, like, when they went back and looked at all the family members, this is the one. They couldn't find the man that started the lineage. They found this woman. And I started laughing. I'm like, this ain't sounding good. And she was like, what you mean? I was like, what's her lineage? She said she was French. I was weak, man. I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Yeah, because yeah, that's the thing, Coop. That's the thing. And that's what I started. I'm like,
all
wait a
of
minute. They can't find our forefathers, but they can find.
They only found a woman.
And then you know what I start thinking of when you just said that. You know what popped in my head? The missing link.
Oh, Charles Darwin.
Right there. Now,
Yeah, and it goes deeper actually because
yes, sir.
When the woman, her name was Beth, and she was French, and she was running from Louisiana, trying to get north. And I'm like, damn, where's she running from? I wonder. They set shit on fire and called them floods in Louisiana. That's what's happening.
yes, sir.
So she gets up to Arkansas, and that's where she settled. And then when my mom showed me the picture, she said, yeah, they are Mayan. And I started laughing because
Yes,
I was like, the professor just told us about.
sir.
He just called me a Frenchman, and I'm laughing, thinking like, man, there ain't no damn Frenchman. Well,
no, bro, I'm not tripping. Me saying a Frenchman, I'm not saying that in no mean way. No, I don't give a damn how y'all look at it. I'm saying it this way because our people react off of this shit. So I'm trying to tell you, you're a Frenchman, and that, but not you, but the mother side. You can't find your father's side of that.
I can't. And even when I asked my old man, like,
They went to war.
he don't like talking about it.
They went to war. They were sacrificed.
It gets worse,
Yeah,
Professor,
bro, that
because
Holocaust shit is real
all
in
of-
the Americas. That's what you're gonna find out watching that show. You know,
Man in the High
It
Castle.
was crematory. They was burning all the people who's in the hospital.
That was just on. That scene just came on. When the snow started falling, the dude was like, what is this? He was like, oh, that's the hospital, man. They burning all the sick, all the elderly, just a casual conversation. Don't know who they setting on fire in there.
Told you.
Hey, but it gets deeper with the lineage, though, Professor, because when I'm talking to my pops about all of this stuff, he don't like bringing it up because he's involved in these fraternities that should not be named. He don't want to talk about this stuff. He like wearing his Shriner's hat and things like that. A lot of the men in my family, all the elders are Freemasons.
Of course.
So when I started looking into the male side of the lineage, it get dark. It get real dark because I'm like, yo, a lot of y'all dudes are your operators. like your soldiers. And a lot of the men in my family were in the military, even including myself, for generations, going all the way back. So I'm like, damn, dog, it's a high chance that we help them do this.
Yes. Well, look, it's not a high chance because you're not alone. The definitive is King George was overthrown, and the king itself. It's not that you hear a lot of people saying, "We own things and we deserve reparations." You don't. You don't.
No,
you don't.
Because I looked at that list
who
you just
deserve
put up.
reparations are the people who were emancipated and stuff like that was already here, and that was due to the royal charter itself, and then was being the emancipation, being freemen and stuff like that. Other than that, everybody else was just here by way of the federal government, indentured workers, in which they overthrew royal lands and had a revolution, but it was really a coup d'etat to overthrow King George and all of the things that was here in place, plus the beneficiaries. So they take the land, they take the people, they take possession, they take their names and feed mass immigration and give those names and those benefits to their cousins who on their way here.
And it's repeating itself all over again.
Yeah, after World War I and II, all the immigrants flooded in. All of them. From all over the world.
That's exactly how they taught it to us when we was growing up. They said Ellis Island, they were running away from the potato famine and the wars and all this stuff. I'm like, man, they just moved all these people in here. It's like almost like they had a place for them to go already.
They did, because they just had a large-scale extermination process. So they had a lot of room. They just had a large-scale war. These blacks that came over here is right with them, wearing U.S. military gear. The U.S. and Germany is like this. That's one. That's one. We under Nazi rule through maritime law in foreign banking systems. They all Nazi, Italian, Swiss banking systems, and Turks and things of this nature.
Yeah, it's a hard band-aid to rip off, because when you start off learning all this stuff, you think just because your skin is brown, you're automatically entitled. You think you're a beneficiary.
Right.
And I suffer from this.
Right.
I suffer from this. So I was like, oh, man, I'm that dude. I need to figure out, like, how I can get all this stuff back. Turns out, bro, you not even.
What our people want to do, or what the freemen, what the free and the slaves want to do, and the slave, is denounce the trust, whatever that shit is called, and go back to the monarch. That's the only way they'll be free. They install the monarch, you are sovereign. Because the land is sovereign. It's like a natural healing of the land. Once you're sovereign, you're not black, they're black. All these people who align themselves with white supremacy in the whole world, India, they're black. You're not black, we're not black. And people who are freemen, which were Frenchmen as well, who've emancipated themselves, white men as well, that were emancipated, who bought their freedom as well. They put the whole story on us. They had to. They had to. It was the only way they could steal everything. It was the biggest lick of all time. You know?
It's cold. It's cold-blooded, man. Because once you start, like this show, once you start watching, it all starts becoming clear. And then you post the list right here. It says Mayan right there. Hold on, let me look at it. Where does it say the Mayan people come from? What tribe is that?
Oh, I don't know. That was one of them, bro. Let me see.
Yeah, when you posted that up, I started laughing because I'm like, damn, it's right there.
Oh, yeah, the Zubalan, Guatemala, Oaxaca, all of that. Yeah, I know about that, but at the same time, they are not of royal. They're not landowners.
Nope.
And they're not.
You are a worker.
Nobody on this list is heirs to nothing, because it's all his. Diana,
that's fine.
Allah just read it out the scripture. It's all his. The same way the Pope owned everything in the Dead Sea is the same way Christ really owns, and his Father really owns everything. That's the redemption.
Yeah, and like
process.
people don't gotta be they don't gotta be all they don't gotta be butthurt about being, you know, of French or whatever descent.
Man,
you know,
no, you shouldn't.
It ain't nothing wrong with that.
Listen,
yeah, so
taking history
with all
with
this,
slaves. Like we was from Africa somewhere and we really from here. Ain't nobody took a more whooping than us. So yeah, deal with it.
yeah, and then when all this is set right, you know, it's gonna be a job for everybody, man. You might not be royalty.
What did I tell them?
But there'll be
You
something
better
for you
get
to
your
do.
resumes ready.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and sit back down.
Thank
go
you,
back.
sir. The biggest business in the world at this time is to get ready for the big surge of work. That's it. And that's the problem. People don't understand what air is. They think they're going to be caught up in the air. No, y'all going to be caught up in the air that descends. So it's either you believe in Catholicism and Tammuz and Easter, or you believe in the word. You know what I'm saying? It's just a corporate religion for corporate bondage. It's a holy see, which is actually the Dead Sea. So yeah, so when they're just trying to buy them way, I sound Jamaican. They just try to buy them way, man. They try to buy them way into heaven, man. Heaven is like the bloodline, like the true essence of this shit. But they're trying to the same way Ellis Island work. Here it is, right here. These are all of them right here, spiritually and whatchamacallit. You feel me? You got to accept the truth. The truth don't care about your little feelings. Your little mad up, your little vein popping out your neck, which you can pull up with, how long the extendo is, why you got the drum on the illegal, well, how many switches you got, how cool you look in the music video. None of that shit matter. You feel me? The truth just hit your ass. 424-209-9506. So these are all Frenchmen. Now let me give you an example. Y'all want an example? Press 1. I'm gonna keep slaying them because because they sleep. They scared to call in because they know I'm telling the truth. And I'll be cloud chasing. And I'm so what? Press 1. Now look at this one. This guy name is Gorilla Hebrew. Press 1. Now, is he...
Shame. 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 Shame.
Now, this is an Arab to me. Press 1. No, fuck that.
Not like this.
No, they scared.
Not like this.
They don't develop the whole 501c based religion of Pharisees tactic. Press 1. Now, let me ask you, do he look like a Gillespie or a George, or do he look like a Osama bin Laden? Press 1. I'ma just be real with y'all. Cuz look like, I ain't even gonna cut the video on. Cuz look like he
Unknown caller.
note right now. Press 1. He look like he reading a terrorist note right now. America, right now, you gonna pay for the 9/11. Press 1. I said, America, you have gone too far and come into my people, disrespect my woman, and then do this one and that one. Press 1. And you have come here into my country, and it's over. It's over. And anybody down with bad boy record, fuck them too. Press 1. Koffee and KushTv, you're on the air. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got.
Hello? Yo, peace.
You got.
Peace. I want y'all.
Hold on.
I just want to tell you that.
You got. Hold up. I gotta do that again. Hold up. You got the floor. Go ahead. I gotta be serious. Go ahead.
All right, peace. Bills. So check it out.
Sir,
in 1892,
you gotta go to school,
that's when
sir.
Ellis
You
opened.
gotta go back to school, bro. How old are you?
I'm about 30.
Yeah. You about 5.
So check it out, though. I want to
How
tell you,
tall are
in 1892, right, that's when Ellis Island opened, right?
Go ahead.
Check it out. So, boom. Then they say about millions of people came, like, almost every day until, like, 1915, right? That was, like, 1925. That was the peak, right?
Yes, sir.
Because how so many people came out of nowhere and filled up this whole shit?
How you think they came? What you think?
That's what I'm trying to say. It's crazy,
All
man.
right,
It's like,
look.
they
If
just
you
had a
look-
whole factory of motherfuckers made.
You know what it is. No, they
know what I'm
didn't have
saying?
no
Word, man.
factories
That's
made. They
crazy.
brought them in. You said how? They can't have factories at Ellis Island. If you look on my screen now, you will see where your forefathers come from. What's your nationality?
I'm Romanian.
Yeah, you came by way of ship. You was on here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you came
Yeah.
from World War II and World War I vessels, back and forth, shipping y'all.
Nah, my mom came. They came in 1980.
Yeah, okay, so
With my pops.
all right, but okay, well, that's your lineage, but most of them back in the day.
But, exactly. I know what I am. Exactly. I'm not saying nothing. You know
Of
what I'm
course,
saying? I'm
you
just
know
trying
what
to
I
say
mean, though,
that.
back in the day, and that's what the whole Romanian wheel represents. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You do, yeah, you know that. I'm deep.
Part of it. Yeah, it's part of the wheel.
And you know, well, it's part of the wheel. 4 wheels in which the God sits on.
That's why I feel like I grew up out here. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know
I feel like
who I am?
I want to
sir?
go back to my
Do
country.
You know who I am? I'm the God Destroyer. I'm the God Destroyer.
Yeah, you be on point. You
I'm
on
the
point.
God Destroyer. My father is the King of Kings, sir. The God of all
Yeah, I respect that.
gods. My God will step on any God on this earth. How I'm stepping on.
That's what I'm trying, I think like it was all empty
Yeah.
before 1892. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
What you
there
say?
was just there wasn't that many people.
It was us, and then it was y'all.
It was y'all.
The
Yeah, exactly. It was
The
y'all.
Romanian is the Jew, is the Russian.
We was over there.
It's all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we wasn't over here though.
No, you wasn't. Where was you at?
But you check out how all them buildings and yeah, it's like y'all had cities and everything. Y'all was living
That's
good,
right,
man.
son.
The trick
we're
is crazy.
grand
How you said,
architects of the
man.
game, baby. The blueprint setters. Ain't nothing happened since we fell. It just been the same old, same old. If Elon Musk wouldn't have created a Duracell car, we'd be still in 1903. We always 2 seconds away from medieval because we ain't did nothing. We ain't doing nothing.
Nah, but it's some people pushing us slow.
Well, you know, pulling.
You know what I'm saying? We just gotta just be advanced as much as you can, man. And
Well,
that's it,
you
man.
can't do nothing. The only thing you can do is testify where your people come from.
Yeah.
Are y'all Russian?
We Eastern European.
Got you. Thank you for that. Those are Africans and Asians too. Yeah.
Turkey is near there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they right under us. Turkey's right underneath.
Yeah. Mountainous terrain, correct?
The what?
Mountainous terrain.
Yeah, Transylvania.
Yeah.
That's
Ain't
what
no
Romania is that.
motherfucking wheat and stuff growing over there, like how fruit.
Nah, hell no. They growing potatoes shit under the ground.
Good goat meat though. Motherfucker show you some good lamb.
Oh, that's a fit act. Yeah, you know that. You know that.
Well, anything else, my friend?
Nah, man, just shout you out, man. Keep doing you, man.
Much love to the good Romanian people.
Keep knocking him out. LL Cool J, man.
Wow,
knock him
man.
out, man. knock him out, Rick.
I told you, a good Romanian man. See, the good thing about the world of Babylon, my people, is that they're waiting for you to wake up. They just be testing you a little bit. That's all. They be testing you. Trying to see if I'm going to get each and all the males, just get prepared. You're going to be little mini-me's. You're going to be able to talk with the children of your enemies with the best love and care for them. Because they children. They really don't know. They really don't know what the fuck. They just been winning arguments because you don't know what happened. As long as you don't know, they'll tell you came on a boat. Knowing they came on a boat. See, as long as you stay in time immemorial, you in the slave boat. You in the ship. You in control. You in controlled environment. Until you realize King George and there's a royal law and there's a common laws and superior laws that are still in place that your federal government is in contract with, you will always be in bondage to immigrants. And you'll be wondering why immigrants get more stuff than you. Because you're an immigrant to the immigrant. See, collectively, they are white. But when they all disperse and go home, they be at war with each other, fighting them around. They don't like each other because who would like living in mountains and rocks and gold bad, just fucking around? This one. If you go to another country, Humboldt Cat, you're going to see how blessed you is. You're going to see why they all came over here and why you all had to die. See, you are the Nazi Germany that they made up. Press 1. The Adolf Hitler character, and him dying and all this, that's a fine story of how they got rid of King George and the royal family, and these little punks figured out a way to trick you. So they put costumes on and pretended to be people. You know, Theodore Roosevelt pretended to be 2 and 3 different people all at the same time by way of media propaganda. That's what Coop is about to learn in that show on Amazon Prime. The show is called The Man in the High Castle. If you don't have Amazon Prime, you better get it right now. If you need help, I might have to get it for you. We might have to get some Amazon Primes today. Koffee, if you don't got it, you got to get it. I may have to just play it on Discord all the seasons and just watch it with the whole family. Press 1. Woo! Because that's some shit where they are
Unknown caller.
saying the Nazis in Japan in the neutral zone. And guess who the leader of the resistance is? Mr. Washington, a black man. The only place black people exist is in the middle of both of these nations going to war with each other right here. Koffee and Kush, they look like they squeezing us in. Koffee and KushTv, you on the air? What up?
The only important last name is France.
Shut up. You can't even get your point across. You're not smart enough, young man. You're an immigrant. Marcus Garvey is an immigrant. Stop thinking he's something else. It say right here, Haitian, French. Marcus Garvey, he's one of these people. Press 1. He's one of these people. Okay? So let's stop make-believing things. Marcus Garvey is not a hero. He helped them steal our birthright. And he brought in a bunch of North African nurses, press 1, to help exterminate the black population. You understand me, punk? Marcus Garvey is a murderer, and he's a treasonous, and that's what he went to jail for, because he's a coward who helped sell our people down the drain. All of his ships were the Black Star Line. They wasn't owned by him. They were owned by J.P. Morgan and them. Press 1. Kimberly. That's why I love you, Kimberly. Shout out to you. I was looking for you today. Thank you for that support. That's what I do. That's what I do this for right here. Charge me up. Make me do my research. See? Marcus Garvey is an East Asian. He's a Nazi. He's a French Nazi, foreigner. And they y'all believe in him, ain't nothing but a bunch of Nazi foreigners who believe in black this, which is a cover for Asian that. Press 1, I say black this, which is a cover for international that. Just so you Hebrew Israelite this, just another cover for international that. And they can't beat me. They can't beat me. Press 1. They better not say nothing against no abortion, no the Pope, nothing. But they better not ever say they're not foreigners and they're not Nazi government plants. That's what they are. And Sonetta probably looking at me like now like this. But I don't give a damn. Press 1. You are a government plan too, Sachetta. I did like talking to you because I like law enforcement. Press 1. You ever see a nigga at work you like to mess with, have coffee with every now and then? Hey man, what you doing right here while you're working your little budget? Press 1. Your little prepaid budget. Press 1. Coffee and KushTv. You want a sandwich? Coffee and KushTv. You're on the air.
The only name is Francois.
So I don't care about Francois. Francois is a Nazi. Press 1. Francois is a police name. That was in a King Von situation. This is Francois right here. Nazism and with the Italian, Mexican, French. Look at Sayed in the back. Y'all see Sayed? Look at Sayed. Look at Sayed in the corner. Right there. Look, there you go. Right there in the brown. There go Sayed. There go the homie from such and such crib. There go Chief Keef. Press 1. There go all the little Nazi dreadheads.
Shame.
Press 1. Look at Sayed in the corner, y'all. Y'all see?
Unknown caller.
I told you. Look at Sayed in the corner. All these niggas claiming different Indian tribes is right here. I told you. Federalized Indians. Moroccan my ass. Koffee and KushTv DeMarco. You on the air.
Francois mean free man, pussy.
Okay, for sure. Hey, look at Sachetta. Look at them hairlines. Whoa. Dear. Look, them melanated black. Look at these niggas. Look like them New York niggas. Look at them New York niggas in the right here from 125th Street. Don't make that look like immigrant. Look at 600 Breezy right there. Look what else right there. Look at Carmelone and them. Look at these little squiggly motherfuckers. Look at Sid. Look at you motherfuckers go home. Look at Moore's World TV on the end. Look at them. Look at them. Y'all never dress like us, nigga. What the fuck, y'all too small. That's my jacket right there. You know that jacket made for a nigga like Kev Gills. Look at them clothes. Trying to dress in baggy clothes. You can't wear baggy slacks, sir. Press what? You can't wear baggy slacks, sir. That's how you get the Nazis. You got a bag on their goofy asses. The Moors are Nazis. Confirmed. Press 1. Press 1. The Moors are Nazis.
Not like this. Not like this.
Look at y'all. Y'all getting expelled. I swear to God. Mark my word. Y'all going to hell. You better hope, nigga. You better hope, nigga. It's my son or my great grandbabies or something. Oh yeah, it's coming. But nigga, y'all going to hell. That's right. Look at this. Traitor Somalian Moors. Morocco. Look, where the Moors at? Where the Hebrews at? I'm out here dogging them out. I'm proving they Nazis. They can't do nothing. I'm the nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm supposed to be egotistical. I'm that nigga. That's one that's how we do in LA. That nigga. You get your Nazis. Foreign agent. I know it hurt. Noble Jew Ali. Foreign Nazi. Gypsy. Press 1. Young Pharaoh. Foreign Nazis. Press 1. If you fuck young Pharaoh, you better go get a psychological motherfucking birth control pill or something. I don't know what to tell you. You feel me? There are no Afro-Americans that look like you people, okay? This is not a black person. This is mediocre tutorial. An Asiatic, informative, self-hating wannabe Negro with fake beard mustache and goofy-ass Yu-Gi-Oh power. Press 1. I'm not waiting for nobody. I diss anybody. Put them up there. Press 1. Put them up there. So the ancestors off a slave ship for pennies on a dollar. No, our ancestors ain't came on no slave ship. They came on a slave ship from Morocco, Italy, right there. They long ass feet, long ass heads and shit. Big old whopped ass forehead, looking like bowling balls. Press 1. Them niggas keep their head down to balance that dumbass hat they gotta wear, taking down the forefathers and selling all our people ashy motherfuckers. Press 1. Yeah, Vaseline each and every last one of these bitches. I'ma grease them up real good. Press 1.
Unknown caller.
Nigga, 200-300 years ago, y'all niggas was wearing boots, stupid ass clothes. Press 1. I don't care about your ancestors, none of that. I don't care. We ain't talking about your ancestors. I'm talking about them. Bring it on. Where's the smoke? Nobody cares about. I woke up tripping. I'm tired of the foreigners taking over religion, fighting each other, making it look like we gotta participate. I'm not with this guy here. There's Teddy this. Press 1. This Teddy this. Press 1. He tried to read propaganda. Press 1. Propagandists. Osama bin Laden. That's all they is. Propagandists. Guerrilla Hebrew. What the fuck does that mean? God ain't messing with nobody named Gorilla. Name themselves after no damn animal. Press 1. Ain't got no name or structure. That's like the Arab man. That's what he remind me of, an Arab. A wild person. Press 1. That's what the Bible called him. Press 1. Now I'm going to try to translate. Press 1. I'm going to try to translate. Like I said, you should not be listening to nobody who look like an Iraqi dissident. Press 1 like he wearing sandals. Press 1 right there with a rocket-propelled grenade on the side of one of them goddamn mountains that took down Black Hawk down. Press 1. This the motherfucker right here who took Black Hawk down. These motherfuckers right here call me KushTv. Woo! Let me see what you say. I'm a translator. If you to keep my friend coming to my country, teaching other women that they can wear a dress and sexy shoes, we have to put 9 out and demoralize you. Press 1. God damn, who's fucking these hairy motherfuckers? You can't be a Jew. You can't be a Jacobite because God said Jacob was smooth all over. And you mad. See, you mad. See, you want to argue. That nigga want to argue. God say Jacob was smooth all over. Press 1. All over. Press 1. When you look at Kev, nigga, I'm a smooth nigga. Press 1. Press 1. Let me get that Bible verse. I'm going to Google it real quick. Press 1. Let me see. Jacob was smooth. A smooth man. Press 1. No, don't call me. But that's Genesis 27 when God was making his people. Not you. Press 1. Let me see. And say, but Jacob said to him, but my brother Esau is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. Press 1. But my brother Esau is a hairy man, but I am a smooth man. Press 1. But mom, this nigga hairy. Press 1. This nigga Harry and Henderson. Press 1. And mom, I'm smooth all over though. Press 1. Ewok head ass Somalians. Press 1. They're mad today. They around here call themselves Hebrew Israelites and they really Nazis. Press 1. Oh, well, ain't no black women finna listen to y'all Arab looking black people.
That the covenant, which is the law, would become strange to them. That's why he says in time past ye were Gentiles, because they became strange exactly as the prophecy said. If you're not reading these prophecies and linking them up and seeing how the Bible cohesively works together, you're making it contradicted. So
shut the fuck up.
Shame.
and you're not applying this to the American way or law or nothing, you're contradicting yourself, you contradictory person here. God damn. He's not Afro-American. Hell no. Ain't no way he's Afro-American. His father come right over from Italy. He's Jew. Press 1. He's Romanian. Press 1. Look at him. Ain't no black people look like this.
I don't know if you guys realize that or not.
Read the Bible verse again, brother. I'm sorry.
This is Ephesians 2:10-13. Therefore, remember that ye being in time past Gentiles. If you're a Gentile, how can you used to be a Gentile? If you're an actual Gentile, you're always going to be a Gentile.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Once you're adopted, you're adopted. So that's what see, this is what I'm saying, family. All those. And when you don't know Christ is a title, it's an heir, it's a position, it's a king. It's a king, not a metaphysical science project, then you will understand how law really works. But being that they're stuck in a metaphysical pipe dream and they ain't studied no law, no government law, because he's terrible. He don't want to study no law. And then he want to control, like that movie, The Book of Eli. They want to control the average person to gather whatever fucking thuggetry, 501(c) beneficial shit that they can get. Usually it's money laundering or some bullshit. Press 1. But he's not Afro-American. This man's hands and arms are white. He's leprosy. He white. And he got them DJ Khaled dark eyelids.
There's no way in the flesh you can be anything but that. Who were called uncircumcision by that which is.
Press 1. And that's the problem. Right there. You got foreigners teaching foreigners and people. And then they are claiming the position of not only your birthright and who you are, but they claiming heirship, just like $5 Indians. $5 Indians. This is why they do this. They include themselves in your birthright. Just like they got these names. In real life, their names ain't Michael and stuff like that. They got real Russian, Polish, Romanian, Hakmak name. Press 1. They can't debate that. 424-209-9506. Calling all Hebrews. Calling all Hebrews. Calling all Hebrews. All federalized folk like this are thieves. Facts. And I'm waiting for the perfect person because they all out of touch. New York, you on the air. What up?
Gillespie don't mean shit. It's all about Francois, pussy boy. You put the instructions, all right, that God.
You damn right.
Gillespie don't mean shit, and you know it.
That's right. Gillespie, listen. It don't mean nothing. Right. That's right, because you squabbling about genealogies, and Kev is bringing you the truth. Press 1. Give me the Bible scripture. Somebody give me the Bible scripture on genealogies, please. Please. I already proved to you that these ain't even. This is why God said don't even follow the Hebrews. Don't do none of this stuff. The law is immovable. Who you are and how it's coming is immovable. So don't argue about it. There's actually Bible scriptures that tell you don't argue your genealogy. What are you doing? See? And so why this bisexual clown, press 1, is trying to get me riled up in Gillespie, that's just Giuseppe and American. That's just family ties. Sorry, sir. Sorry for your luck, Francois. Press 1. See, I condemn them publicly and they can't stand it. So I'm going to tell you, Let's go back to the genealogy chart. Watch out, mediocre. I like using you as my example. I like using y'all as examples. Let's go back. Let's go to the genealogy chart, right? This is what the Hebrew Israelites ain't gonna tell us. Right here. Yeah, this is different right here. I'm gonna hit you in the stomach with this one. Look at this. Okay. I want everybody right now. I want everybody right now to go to Titus 3. Go to Titus 3. Okay? Go to Titus 3. And we're going to start at Titus 3 and 8. Read. Press 1. This is a trustworthy saying. This is what you look like when you study. You can go to war with these clowns. This is a trustworthy saying. And I want you to stress these things so that those who have trusted in God may be careful to devote themselves to doing what is good. These things are excellent and profitable for everyone. But avoid foolish controversies and genealogies and arguments and quarrels about the law, because these are unprofitable and useless. What? Press 1.
Not like this.
Not like this. Why are we debating the law when the law is forever and ever? There's no debate in this. Why it say avoid foolish controversies, conspiracies and stuff. You got to prove this stuff like I do. You got to prove history in a way, not just running your mouth. And genealogies. Press 1. That means all who accept Christ. Press 1. Right there, that's the whole end of the argument. They can't battle me because I go to the word. I don't got to go and play around. God directs me into the whole pillar of destruction. I'm not finna argue with you. I'm finna puff daddy, clown around with the audience, and then hit you. Bow! Press 1. Titus 3 and 9. Read. Press 1. But avoid foolish controversies in genealogy. Warn a divisive person once and then warn them a second time. After that, have nothing to do with them. Press 1. I tried to warn them, these folk. Then what? Have nothing to do with them. Then have nothing to do with it. It's fun busting y'all up like that. There is no such thing as no American black. Those are Germans. These are American blacks right here. Press 1. German. Frenchman. So there's no such thing as no American black. Period. American blacks are all foreigners. Even what y'all call white people are American blacks. So when y'all fight for civil rights, why do you think when you fight for civil rights, everybody else get benefit? Why do you think? Because they use you to fucking fight. They use them to act as you to fight for the cause that get them paid. They know how to pull money from the trust using you. Press 1. So let's fight. Let's go.
It's called cause circumcision in the flesh made by hands, that at that time you were without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, strangers from the covenant of promise, having no hope and without God in the world. But now in Christ Jesus, ye who were sometimes afar off were made nigh by the blood of Jesus. So we see the prophecy saying that Israel will be estranged, and now we see in the New Testament them being told, ye were strange, but now you're back. You're no longer Gentiles. This is what Paul is telling them. Ezekiel 14.
Now, as I said, Paul is who Jesus called what? So they believers in what? In the doctrine of the Catholic Church. They don't believe in the doctrine of God and law and heirs, and they dealing in the betrayal doctrine. They following the betrayers who y'all call Judas, who hung himself upside down on the cross, but in Passion of the Christ, he hung himself on the tree, in which Christ was really hung on a tree. But since you believe Christ went to the cross, like the Catholics said, you think Judas really died on the tree. No, Paul was in the church upside down on the cross. Your Messiah was hung on a tree, and that's why they made an ass out of him. Press 1. It's backward. How you think Mel Gibson and these folk? These are all these people. That's why they create these movies. But you can learn from them. You can learn to watch propaganda, so they ain't all bad with an expanded mind. You feel me? So it's not this isn't to get emotional, but to teach and to get hot, because our people really don't know nothing. I just simplify it. You know, our people don't know nothing. They dealing in the metaphysical aspect of religion, when you're supposed to be living. You are the religion. You're supposed to be in law. You're not supposed to be reading about the holy people. You are the holy people that they talking about. What you doing? We holy. Then be. And be blemishless. And be. You don't need the federal's help, because you lying. You don't want to be holy. You want something else. You want some money. That's what you want. You don't want to be free. You don't want air. You want $100,000, $200,000. Just so you'd be comfortable for a generation in another new banking system. That's what you'll do. For new slavery, a new deal, like Roosevelt. They waiting. They want to get you there. Why you think they all talking about what? Inflation on what they did. They did it. You got to wake up, family. You got to wake up. I want to allow you to, and my information is all over the internet. Just so y'all know. Do y'all know this man here, Mr. Morrison? Press 1. Listen to this. Does Jay Morrison answers the question, does America hate black people? Right? This is why I teach my class. America is a Nazi foundation, okay? It's the French, Russian, all of them. It's the whole communist movement. Japan, all of them together, okay? Against the resistance. Okay, but this is, listen to when you don't know nothing and you're a real estate fucker for the monopoly man and you try to play the smart game. Don't fall for people like this. Press 1. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, there it is.
It's always been, and we can call it mislike, we can call it antipathy, but regardless, there is a difference in how the government treats and addresses black people or Africans in America in the way they do other.
Can you give me a couple examples?
Sure, and I'm glad you asked that. It's a great alley-oop, I call it, right? I'm a slam dunk it. So if your audience, right, who are probably going crazy right now, this guy, said these things, the government hates black people. I want everyone to look up things like the war on drugs, which has targeted black people, mass incarceration, COINTELPRO. The FBI director, James Comey himself, and the New York head of police also said the origin of policing came from slave catching. We also can look at black codes, vagrancy tactics, the bombing in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the bombing in Philly of the Moo family, all done by the U.S. government towards African people in America.
Do you honestly believe the U.S. government...
Hold up. Hold up. Let's put it back.
U.S. government hates black people.
African people in America. You see? So the U.S. government did it to who? All foreigners. When the U.S. government, along with the Germans, are one against the royal sovereigns. See, these blacks are really those blacks in disguise, pretending to be your leadership. And this is what the example is. This is why I say this is an example. Start using these niggas as an example, because it's perfect. These niggas are actually these niggas who are in association with the other folk. They in blackface, trying to get reparations for the same people who enslaved you. This is, you ask yourself, how did the corporations end up with all the Black Lives Matter money? How? Well, Tamika Mallory. Let's go.
Well, the current U.S. government system is of the same system and same structure that it's always been, and it's we can call it mislike, we can call it turning our back and antipathy, but regardless, there is a difference in how the government treats and addresses black people or Africans in America in the way they do.
Alley-oop means we're on the same team, right? Bingo. He said that was the perfect alley-oop. You heard him?
People. Do you honestly believe the U.S. government, this current U.S. government hates black people?
Well, the current U.S. government system is of the same system and same structure that it's always been, and it's we can call it mislike, we can call it antipathy, but regardless, there is a difference in how the government treats and addresses black people or Africans in America in the way they do other.
Can you give me a couple examples?
Sure, and I'm glad you asked that. It's a great alley-oop, I call it, right? I'm a slam dunk it. So if your audience, right, who are probably going crazy right now, this guy, said these things, the government hates black people. I want everyone to look up things like the war on drugs, which has targeted black people, mass incarceration, COINTELPRO. The FBI director, James Comey himself, and the New York head of police also said the origin of policing came from slave catching. We also can look at black codes and vagrancy tactics, the bombing in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the bombing in Philly of the Moo family, all done by the U.S. government towards African people in America.
People, do you honestly?
So African people in America? No. Those are not African people in America. Those are landowners. Those are not slaves. Those are not children of slaves. Y'all just got here again in the 1900s. Those are not children of slaves. Why everybody who owned land, their history is, the great inventor? Oh yeah, he was owned by a slave. He was a slave, the child of a slave, and he was the child of a slave, and that's the only history. All of our history is child of a damn slave.
Do you believe the U.S. government, this current U.S. government hates black people?
Well, the current U.S. government system is of the same system and same structure that it's always been, and it's we can call it mislike, we can call it antipathy, but regardless, there is a difference in how the government treats and addresses black people or Africans in America in the way they do other.
Can you give me a couple examples?
Sure, and I'm glad you asked that. It's a great alley-oop, I call it, right? I'm a slam dunk it. So if your audience, right, who are probably going crazy right now, this guy, said these things. The government hates black people. I want everyone to look up things like the war on drugs, which has targeted black people, mass incarceration, COINTELPRO. The FBI director, James Comey himself, and the New York head of police also said the origin of policing came from slave catching. We also can look at black codes, vagrancy tactics, the bombing in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the bombing in Philly of the Moo family, all done by the U.S. government towards African people in America.
People, do you honestly believe the U.S.
Now, were they done to freemen or were they done to African slaves who just got here, who were slaves for 400 years in America? That's what you got to start deciding. Are they in association with white supremacy? Or the federal guard COINTELPRO? Because again, COINTELPRO is nothing but counterintelligence programs. How do you counter intelligence? Well, with these big egghead niggas. With the Noble Drew Ali characters. With the Marcus Garvey characters. Press 1. With all of the characters that go into denouncing who you are. The Nation of Islam had an Asiatic man as its founder. The man that created the Nation of Islam, he's not even Afro-American. So he can't tell me who I am. An Asian man from the Nation of Islam cannot tell me who I am. And he got a 3rd grade education. There is no message to the black man that an Asiatic man who group considered the Asiatic black man as God can tell me who I am, for I will be subservient to that perspective. Hey, there's no way. He's a part of the Asiatic, Japanese, Chinese Communist Manifesto. There's no way. And they turned hundreds of thousands of black men Muslim and denounced themselves and put an X and took themselves out of the trust. Took themselves out of the equation, out of their sovereignty.
Unknown caller.
Xed themselves out and said, we will join you. And they don't even have a name anymore. They made themselves black. Press 1. They made themselves black and considered the Asiatic black men. They have bowed themselves down to the Asiatic communist principle. That's why they always reading about the laws of power. The 48 laws of power written by this one. Asiatic, the martial arts, and because that's all they do. I hate to kick it to y'all like this, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Master Farad Muhammad, yeah. So he was seen as a con artist. Noble Drew Ali is not a person that was here in the 1900s, early 1900s, to tell us how great we were when all of the great inventors come from us. So that's not possible. And we are not Africans or none of that stuff. We're not Indians. Those are all Confederates. Those are all stateless individuals who was looking for refugee status and black status here in the Americas to work and become free. Koffee and KushTv, you on the air? What up?
You're Asian too.
I don't care what you say, bro. You can say whatever you want. I'm just here to teach. I'm just here to teach, sir. Stop trying to be my friend. I'm here to teach, sir. Stop trying to find a loop way in. I'm not messing with you. What? Who said what? Dozer? What? What? Call it in, Dozer. And quit crying in my chat room. Quit crying in my chat room. Press 1. Call it in and quit crying in my chat room looking for friends. Looking for friends. That's not what Paul telling people who now believe in Christ are adopted because they were without God before the gospel. And please stop acting like, bro, if you don't be quiet. They can't survive without the gospels of Peter and the betrayers of Christ. Press 1. Jesus said you're going to inherit the kingdom, and he already promised them the kingdom. But they denied Christ 3 times. Press 1. They denied the heir 3 times. Press 1. And then he told them what they was going to. Please get out of here. See, they want you to read scripture like it's a book from the beginning to the end and not know that it's a collection of books. You know how you got a lot of books in the closet? And that's a collection of books. Don't let these caustics get you to believe it's all one book.
Unknown caller.
Just one version, and that the Old Testament is the New Testament and the Old Testament is the same. It is, but the Old Testament is warning you. The New Testament is what it is. So you gotta be distinctive about how the devil got you to raise the one on the cross rather than wait for the one who's going to raise the dead. See, if you believe in the cross theory, then where's the dead? When did the dead raise? God had to raise the dead. You made God a liar, G. Y'all made Christ a liar. Y'all are blasphemous to God, and all of you, every last one of you is a liar, G. Every last one of you fucking Tammuz worshipers. I don't care. Y'all worship Satan and his kingdom and his world. I don't care about how you feel about it. So what? I didn't read it like that, and I don't let T.D. Jakes tell me how to read. I know how to read. Press 1. Y'all don't fail for the okie dokie. The teacher said don't write nothing. Read number 1 and don't write nothing on that paper. You still scrabbling. Press 1. God warned you. He's warning you the whole time. Watch out for this. Watch out for this. Training wheels off. Here you go. Back into time. So you think I'll let somebody who worship Easter tell me about God? Somebody who had 10 motherfucking homicidal abortions tell me about God? You know, I care that they fake. So what? What the fuck that mean? I shine. What the fuck that mean? So what? You know, I care about that? I don't. Not over the truth, baby. Not over the truth. Paul is Satan. That's Paul in the upside down cross that y'all say the Antichrist used. Those are all the children of the Catholic Church.
Not like this. Not like this.
Those are all children of the Catholic Church. You can't look down on an Antichrist, anarchist, rebellious spirit, but you birthed them. Your whole belief system is the reason why kids don't believe in God. Because they know you lying. They know they mamas and daddies ain't shit. They know they niggas is hoes and bitches and all that other shit. Y'all think y'all fooling somebody. You ain't fooling your kids. Y'all the reason why y'all kids don't believe in God. You forgot the responsibility of an adult. Because you want to be a child and freeze your eggs till you 45 and about to fall in a casket somewhere like somebody gonna want you. Press 1. Nobody cares about that. Hurt your feelings is because you stand condemned. It's supposed to hurt. You're supposed to think about it later. You're supposed to ponder it. That come change. If it don't make you, damn, nigga, that mean you heartless, you soulless, and I don't want to do nothing with you. The devil got you, and you're going to spend the last days of your life dead on earth, and you're going to die, and you ain't going to be no light at the end of your tunnel. Press 1. These motherfuckers so easy. They tell you, don't go to the light. Come back. You know, dodge it. Fact. I'm not here wrecking them. Let me see. But they can't deceive a brother like me, though. See, I know the Moors. They know I know they the Nazis. They know I know they operators of the Catholic Church. The 12 tribes of Israel chart is full of gypsy. Press 1. The Mexican is the French. No disrespect to the Mexican, but y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of Italians and dropped off and left behind. Straggler. Press 1.
Unknown caller.
What? You think the world got a brain like this? Nigga, ain't too many brains like this on Earth. Press 1. Ain't too many brains like this on Earth. Slim pickings. Slim pickings. Press 1. Back. And I'm free. I ain't got to worry about no cherry head, a Moor who trying to get me caught up in sovereign law. There's no such thing of a sovereign citizen. You are either sovereign of royal descent, press 1, and freed by them, or you just an indentured worker here by way of a visa, ready to go home anytime. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you can still live here. There's nothing wrong. Ain't shit changed. The corporation just hijacked what was already here because the king died. And they didn't do what was... We get to that when you grow up. You feel me? But I will not let a bunch of foreign blacks take our struggle and turn it into do you take North African Moor concept. I don't let that's the problem. I ride for my people. That's why I don't let crescent moon worshiper. Press 1. God warned us about sin and belief in sin and bringing. We did all this. You know how we failed? Because we started believing in their gods. The Bible talks about that stuff too, but we'll get back to it. You feel me? Let me put a couple more immigrants up here and I'll be on my way. Press 1. This brother, you ever seen him? He right up in here with him. Ray J look-alike. Press 1. He up in here somewhere. He up in there. Right? Right, you ever see this one? You see that moon on his head? That's that crescent moon the Bible tell you about. Press 1. The Bible tell you about that crescent moon. Metaphysical systems, branding keys, and ancestral ties with 19 keys and red pill. Since they don't want to battle me, since they fear me in my physical form, they want to stay metaphysical with my goofy ass. Press 1. They want to stay metaphysical. I told you. With no metaphysics, they don't know shit. Press 1. Red pill, blue pill, orange pill. They stuck in the matrix. Doesn't matter. Without God, without motherfucking God and history and scripture, you be out here seeing and stealing birthrights. You be out here saying and doing a bunch of shit. Now let's just listen. I probably listened to about 10 minutes, but you're going to start to hear the gibberish without God. You feel me? I know our black people. It's called battle rap. That's what we do. We battle with knowledge. Press 1, and now that I know they're afraid of my wisdom and my handsome looks, and this dimple. Press 1. Press 1. I know they can't stop me. They ran out of ammunition, trolling abilities. They're all out, so I can move in with the army. And Koffee and KushTv, Kev Gills, as state representative, you're on the air.
Yeah, this me?
This is you, sir. If that's you, that's you.
Yo, no, you know, I'm watching you on the YouTube and I got you on the phone. I ain't know how it went, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you taking my call. So basically, I got a couple questions for you. You know, if you want to have a little dialogue about it.
I mean, I don't really have dialogue to speak, but my shit usually is just destruction. There ain't no comeback, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. So what would you consider yourself as far as like the topic?
Huh?
What would you consider yourself as? Because you said you're not an American black, you're not an Israelite, you're not an Egyptian. Are you African? What are you?
Am I African? I'm not African, sir. That's not real.
I know that's what you're not. I'm saying, what are you? Tell me what you are.
I'm an anomaly. I'm a rare breed, something that only comes by every so often to teach people certain things about themselves.
Okay. All right. So, what was your daddy?
What was
your mother? Were they an anomaly?
My father. My father.
Yeah, I'm saying, were they an anomaly?
No, they average men. That's a regular, hardworking, trustworthy, good man, pure heart.
Okay, so are you saying that average people breed anomalies?
They can.
Hold on. They can, or do they?
Yes.
Okay, how often?
How often the Lord God, whenever it happens, it happens.
Okay, do you know the definition of an anomaly?
Sir, I'm talking about this. Sir, you didn't say. No, hold up. If this was Ask Kev 1,000 questions on top of everything to get me to bounce around, if you would have called me and said I would have hung up a long time ago, okay? I'm not here to play Test Kev and see what he knows games, okay? I'm a destroyer of religions and stupid concepts and stumbling blocks in front of my people. Don't trouble me with little useless motherfucking video game style analogies, okay? So what do you want?
Oh, okay. I wanted to substantiate the 12 tribes chart.
So go ahead.
That's what I was calling.
Substantiate.
Yeah, I mean, but you got claims, and I want to.
Sir, what is the 12 tribes chart? Which one? Who?
Okay, let's start with Judah, American blacks. You want to start with there?
What about them?
Okay, you say that they not Judah, right?
I didn't say not. American black is not even a nationality, sir.
Oh, okay, hold on. Do you know why they put those names next to the other names?
I don't know. An American black is probably their conception of a slave traded black man on ships.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, you obviously
hold up, sir. Hold up. On ships, correct? That's Judah. That was put in slavery on ships, correct?
All of Israel.
Hold up, sir. That's Judah. The one who was in the slave trade.
American blacks, though,
sir, bro. The slave trade.
What about it?
Okay, Judah. What happened to Judah according to the 12 Israelite chart? Let's play stupid game.
They got put on ships and sent into slavery.
Okay, now stop right there. Okay, because ships like what do you mean they was put on ships and sent across the Atlantic Ocean?
Exactly.
On wooden boats.
You said on what?
Wooden boats.
Yeah.
You's a fool. Nigga, ain't no wooden boat crossing no goddamn Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, so
that's
what did
go build your boat then and go to Africa. Ain't no wooden boat going across no goddamn.
You not
nigga, ain't no wooden boat going across no goddamn Atlantic Ocean with 500. How many people fit in? How many people fit in the damn slave trade in the boat? Huh?
Hey, do you know
how many people, black, foreigner, thinker? How many of them fit in bottom of the boat? How many of them? How many?
Bro. Come on, man.
Bro, how many?
If we gonna have a conversation, yo.
How many people fit in the bottom? I'm trying to think.
I don't know. You give me a number.
That's not real. That's not real, sir. Why I got to give you something and you believe it? But you believe this stuff.
You asked me about a number to
only slaves that came on the boat is the picture that I put up earlier, sir.
What picture earlier? Because I didn't see a picture earlier.
Look. Only people who came by way of ship are right here. Okay, a bunch of y'all people, blacks and foreigners who came by ships, by the droves. There's no wooden boats that carry all those people over here. So you don't even believe yourself, nigga. Hey,
that's a cruise
You don't
ship.
even believe yourself, sir. What did they drink, sir? What did they drink?
That's a
Who
cruise
fed
ship.
them? Who fed 2,000 people on the bottom of a boat?
Hold on. You can't be
Sir,
serious right now.
Get out
yo.
of here, sir. Get out of here. What did they eat, bro? Who fed them fresh water, sir? How they get fresh water on the ship tied down like this? Why? Shitting on each other. Get the fuck out of here. You don't even know what you're fighting for. You don't even know you want reparations because you're a black indentured worker foreigner. You're not entitled to sovereignty. You'll never be sovereign, and you're not entitled to benefits of the heirs of freedom. What the fuck do y'all think this is? You're not dealing with no clown who was raised up around homies with special clothes on to give them more truth factor. Ain't happening. All of your leaders is lying. All of them. You can't even answer nothing. Can't even answer nothing. Now, back to these people. And see how I do in the black community? You see why they be hating on me? I don't know, bruh. Come on, bruh. You know that's what happened to us, bro. No, I don't, bro. No, I don't, bro. I think you just have your hand out, bro, and you don't even know what reparations and reclassification and going back into what in our original status and what we really are. You don't know what none of that is. You don't know what the trust is. The only thing you know is LLC, and you can open up a trust. You don't know what the trust is. You don't know what the heir to the trust that they divided up with 50 governors to hold our people in captivity. You don't know what that is. You just running your mouth. Press 1. You just running your mouth. That's it. Trying to put yourself on a boat other than the one you came in on. Press 1.
Phone, pussy. You just running.
To accept, press 1.
I'm answering the phone. Go ahead.
Hey, you gonna run this time, man?
Hey, man, I really don't even like talking to you because you ain't got nothing really to say. You're not saying nothing.
You asked me how many people came on the ship during slavery.
How many people? No. How many people? What the name of the ship was, and how many people was on the ship?
I don't know. I know
you don't know. I know you don't, because that's not the type of ships that's recorded in Scripture. Those are not the ships that's recorded in Scriptures. The one you don't know. Those not where they was put on ships. There's no ship called I don't know. And if you looking for some goddamn fact, no, hold on, you gonna get this work. No, hold on, you gonna get this work. And you can't be looking for no ships you don't know exist. That's impossible. You just running your mouth like your father used to. Press 1. Little imbecile. Think they can come against the king. Don't even know you're running his lips. He's in time immemorial. Now go ahead, peasant. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I wouldn't even call you a peasant. I think you're a king on the earth. You know
I'm going to call you a peasant because it's my show and I'm having fun. Don't take it personal.
I know that.
You know the song. Don't take it personal, nigga. Let's rock.
It ain't. It's cool. I know it's part of your answer. So what I'm saying is, you talking about the ships in slavery during the transatlantic slave trade.
No,
Do you
sir.
know those
There
ships?
is no transatlantic slave, sir.
Listen. Those ships were made thousands of years after the scripture was written. You do know that, right?
No, sir. They were
So you
not.
just said the boats wasn't found in the scriptures. You're not going to find those boats in the scriptures.
It's very specific,
You're
sir.
not going to find those boats in the scriptures.
Sir. It doesn't. That's because the Bible don't say. The Bible don't say. Hold on, bro. Calm down. Calm down.
1,000 years after they was written.
Calm down. Let me get them. Let me get. He gonna get this work, Fabry. The Bible didn't say.
Come on, man.
The Bible didn't say they was put on the Mayflower or nothing like that.
Come on, man.
Sir, the Bible didn't say they was put on the Mayflower or any boat named anything.
You do know they have slave ports?
Sir, the Bible doesn't say the names of the ships or nothing like that. You started talking about where the ships and where they came from. The Bible don't say what kind of ships.
Hey, you deal with antics, bro.
Hold up, sir. The Bible don't say ships. Are ships the only way human beings and God's people could be sold?
was the people.
Sir, are ships, in the way you perceive it, is that the only way that God's people can be sold?
Hold on. That question is not even intelligible.
Sir, what about hold on, sir. Let me ask you a question. What about hold on, sir. What you say? What you say?
You talking about transportation versus the way you paying for it.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm talking about a specific thing, a specific parable of how God's people would be sold, not by Mayflower ships, but by a different form of ships, a different type of bondage as Egypt. You got it? Because Egypt only means the land of bondage. The land of indentured servant.
But you do know that the bondage that happened in America is not the same type of bondage that happened in Egypt.
No, that's not the Egypt. Egypt is in America, sir.
Man, you got to be
retarded. Sir, Egypt is in America, sir. Ancient Egypt is in America. All of ancient history is right here. God's people, the Israel, the 12 tribe situation, the air, Christ, the Holy See, all of that is right here in the land of milk and honey, sir.
Ancient Egypt is...
Sir, the land of milk and honey, sir.
Egypt is the Louisiana Purchase. Oh, yeah.
Sir, the Egypt is what?
Show.
Say it again.
I thought this was a real show. This ain't a real show.
Oh, I'll see you later, son. Thank you. I'll see you later, sir. Enjoy your life, sir. My man fell all the way around the board. That's a damn shame. Bro, what you call it Egypt, Joseph, the people of the Bible, that's all history that happened here, not thousands and thousands of years ago. Stupid.
Not like this.
A few grandmas ago.
Not like this.
For King James was a brother, and so are the heirs.
Unknown caller.
And so are the names, and so is King George, and so is Queen Elizabeth. Those are black people. Brits are what they will call holy people. Oh, they wrote and spoke in Old English. Koffee and KushTv, you on the air.
Hey, my dude. How you doing, bro? How you doing, kid?
I'm blessed.
Boy, Cleveland.
I'm teaching the people. I'm teaching.
Man, I just want to say to you, man, God told you don't share your pearls with the swine, man. He don't get. He needs to start with a doctor, but he don't understand, man.
He don't understand what?
He not of the spirit. He don't understand,
what you mean?
Bro.
Understand what?
He don't understand what you mean by shit with the birth certificate, the doctor, and all. He don't understand on that, bro.
But I don't understand
we learned that from you.
Slow down, sir. I don't understand you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm slow down.
So what are you talking about?
I'm saying when you call us,
what do you want? Stop worrying about him. What you want?
No, I was just calling to say.
I don't like calling niggas call in and talk about the last caller because I don't like niggas like you. Nobody told you to come out and hang out with me. I ain't looking for no hangout buddies. What the fuck you talking about? Come with some information or get the fuck home. Hanging out with the ladies right now. Press 1. Cool, G. Fucking with you dirtbag ass nigga. Only Bocat right now. Bocat is the only one. Press 1. Daniel Allah, the only one. Now the rest of you niggas, bro, y'all ain't calling in, bro. Don't call in and talk about the last fuck off. Press 1. The last one in the current fuckface. Nobody cares. I'm in here dismantling philosophies. You like, oh man, I want to talk about the last person. Shut up. Press 1. I'm tired. Internet, fake love, all this shit. I'm too knowledgeable, too fresh. I wake up too motivated every day to play around with niggas, and I make great money. You hear me? I make great money with little views. I don't master this whole shit. I'm a master of my fate, nigga. What the fuck? I'm the only small channel that got a solid foundation. Press 1 to get up out of here. I don't need your like, nigga. I built my foundation. Shut up. Carol Sports coming up. Time for some corporate dinero. Press 1, they gonna really be mad at me. This nigga do sport. He talk about God. You know, doing all type of things. He's the Black Ryan Seacrest.
Unknown caller.
Oh, I hate him now. Press 1, I'ma really hate him. You think you hate me now? Press 1, you gonna really hate me in 2-3 months. Just watch how this shit just build into a goddamn
your caller just hung up.
Wakanda
Goodbye.
fortress. Press 1. If you can't speak as a brother with intelligence and stay out the metaphysical world of confusion, you be lost. Don't be around here like, oh man, what we need to do is each person is his own individual. Turn to Christ. Go ahead.
Consistently.
Thank you.
Now look at this.
Specifically, like, because that mission is to find the ones, right? The mission is to find, the messiahs.
There is no messiahs. There is just one. There is no messiahs. Press 1, there is just
Not like
one.
this.
There is no bunch of Christ coming
Not like
for
this.
you. There is just one. There is no bunch of niggas. Niggas always trying to puff that they way in and how you looking for a Christ Messiah and you got a sin hat on? Press 1. But you gotta look for.
Shame.
And you're worshiping sin.
Shame.
See? Woo! You see why I love what I do? Hit that subscription. See? They not looking for a bunch of them. They looking for one nigga who can put this shit together, who descends by way of air. And how he gonna be noticeable is because he gonna be proving all things in style. Press 1. And glory, and all of his glory, which means all of his childlike behavior. That's why God tell his children to be ye like children. And when he come, you understand it. Don't be all smart and trying to figure it out. It's not that hard. Press 1. What are you working? It's not that hard, family.
But before we even get to that conversation, because I definitely want to go into that particular layer,
right.
But I want to go into ancestral energy.
Ancestral energy. Okay.
Right, and then descendant energy.
Descendant energy. Okay, they trying to change Kev Gills into a metaphysical conversation. See, when you don't have God in your life, you use words like energy. When you don't read the book, press 1. You in the energy, press 1. Cool, stay in the energy. But without God, you don't know what energy that is. You don't know what.
Right. Because a lot of people talk about tapping into ancestors, right? And what are the rules though when it comes to being able to tap into an ancestor? Does it stop at a certain time period? Does it go back as far as beginning? Does it go back as far as acknowledgement? You understand me? Of the ancestors in your past. So do you have to be consciously aware of the actual existence?
Right.
What's the rules when it comes to us tapping in?
The rules is tapping into this energy right here, this king air shit, is the word of God and Supreme Court. All this other shit y'all got rolling on with metaphysical belief system is a part of the Kabbalah mystery school system of ancient Phoenician, which you think is Egypt, ancient Phoenician and shit. Press 1. Killing that shit out here. Wrecking.
Into ancestor energy.
Well, tapping into ancestral energy.
Now this is Red Pill. No disrespect. I used to listen to Red Pill. I used to listen to a lot of the deceivers. I call them the deceivers because I know God work now. Press 1. I call it deception because I know God's work. Now this guy was on that chart. I didn't want him to be on the chart. But these Moors, I keep telling you, press 1. And what's his name? Moorland. Press 1. Moorland. Okay? Moorland. You don't trust these folk? All they do is denounce God, come with the rocks and stones and different philosophies for our people. He's not our people. He don't know the Father. He's not connected to the land. They people are with the Italians. They are more land thieves. That's what they is. Press 1. And it's unfortunate that I got to break this shit down the way that I do, because we all brothers. But they going to get this work. Press 1. But they going to get this work.
Like you mentioned a minute ago about being able to edify your ancestors who preceded you, you know, I would definitely
edify.
Say that would be a cheat code, you know what I mean? It would definitely help you to begin to open up to receive, because ancestral energy is really about being able to receive.
That shit sound gay to me. The ancestral in DNA and linking up and secretion and all of this, that sound like metaphorical sex play. I'ma be real with you. If I hear a nigga talking, saying the repetitive signs of these words, I would think that this nigga trying to, what the fuck? My brain start thinking, hey, but what you really talking about? It's the third time you emphasize receiving. Remember, young Pharaoh said he was on a table that was shaped like a spoon that had his ass up when the aliens abducted him. And the chakra, they said, could you take it? Could you take it? Do you hear me, Mr. King? Do you hear me? And one, he said, I can take it. But one, the alien.
You know, that energy is inside of you. You know, it's inherent.
Shame. Shame.
So that's the Phoenician. They think they are transferring genetic DNA through semen. That's ancient Phoenician belief system. I thought we were just jacking off on women just because it was cold. Press button. The pornos started this shit. Press button. These fuckers. Actually, there's a religious concept behind this. I thought we were just man, this one submit, finish her. That one, but there's a magical thing that goes with this one. See, this is what happens when you don't want to go to work. One, you come up with magical fairy tales about what the fuck you did last night. So we pass energy, and then sometimes the secretion get all over your face. Press 1, and then the metaphysical breakdown of this, queen, when you get the ultimate godly universal melanated splash. Press 1, when you get that motherfucking splash, the energy there shoots up the spinal right there. That girl over there like, boy, keep going. Press 1, you don't add some wine. Press 1, you don't have some, it goes through the spinal right there, because it shoots up right there, and you become all-knowing like God. So you won't surely die. That's what the fuck these niggas on. Press 1. You won't surely die.
You're waking up to it, you know, so there are certain practices, meditation.
What are the rules, though, when it comes to being able to tap into an ancestor? Does it stop at a certain time period? Does it go back as far as beginning? Does it go back as far as acknowledgement, you understand me, of the ancestors in your past? So do you have to be consciously aware of the actual existence?
Right.
You know, what's the rules when it comes to us tapping into ancestor energy?
Well, tapping into ancestral energy, like you mentioned a minute ago about being able to edify your ancestors who preceded you, you know, I would definitely say that would be a cheat code, you know what I mean? It would definitely help you to begin to open up to receive, because ancestral energy is really about being able to receive, you know, that energy is inside of you, you know, it's inherent. You're waking up to it, you know, so there are certain practices, meditation, sun gazing, grounding, plant medicine, you know, some
people, come on. That don't do nothing but make me go to sleep.
People go through trauma, right? Intense trauma. There's brothers and sisters in purgatory, you feel me, in the box on 22, 23 lockdowns and whatnot. And from that trauma, or what they say, that crisis, you're able to tap into ISIS, you know.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So from your thing from your trauma that you're put in, you're able to tap into ISIS. See, the trauma taps you into ISIS. You see? You see? Be smart. Be smart. You see? The trauma. I told you there was Nazis. The trauma. They're mind fuckers. That's what Nazis are. The trauma. Boom. That's why Polite was able to tell the victim, you able to survive and go on and do further. And they be talking about this download because they be really abusive towards their victims. So they're trying to, this is what I learned. They're trying to give a celestial reason. Facts.
You're able to have this reawakening. You're able to, have what people may identify as out-of-body experiences and whatnot. There are so many ways that you could wake up your ancestral energy and whatnot. But one of the practices that I've seen people become very successful in is to pick up on certain African traditional systems, become aligned with that.
What African spiritual system? What African spiritual system? Outer body? Who that sound like? Young Feb?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Yeah. Outer body experience. Press 1. African spirituality. Haitian magic. This is insane. It don't take me too long before I'm like, baby, let's go. I understand y'all into this little shit like this. I'm about to go smoke me a blunt, play my video game. I ain't got time to be playing with no goddamn Kali, my ISIS ass spirit. That's when I'd rather be driving my Peterbilt 389 with a new engine on my brand new speaker. Press 1. Fuck that. I'd rather play video games and worship ISIS and moon rocks and eat pebbles. Most of these people be broke. Be looking for an extraterritorial, metaphorical way for a female to give them $20. Press 1. Y'all know how y'all New York niggas is. I heard about y'all. I'm on the East Coast now. I heard y'all don't even be having no money for no weed. Y'all don't even be having no blood money. That's what I heard. Press 1. I heard you little niggas on the East Coast. They Kev, thank you. We ain't used to this. I'm like, what y'all doing, my chair? Kev, right chair. They don't got no money for no weed. They always make us pay for the bloods. Ain't nobody no Cali niggas out here, right there. We got money for the weed, blood, and all that. You got the car? Press 1. Come on in. Press 1. One thing niggas know about us Cali boys. We got that smoke. Nigga, I don't care where we at on earth. We could be in Alaska, nigga. We know what igloo to go to. Indian man. I know you out here cooking this fish on frozen ice. Come on hot ice. Come on. Hey, you got some weed? I can deal with this shit. You got some weed? You got some dirt weed, some sea moss gold. I got sea moss. You know King Arthur too? God damn it. I'm gonna order some sea moss too. I said some weed, not no damn sea moss. Who told you this? Koffee and KushTv. Shout out to y'all, man. 424-209. Take a shot at knowledge and wisdom, cause this shit here, African tradition, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of voodoo worshipers. Satan, Kaliman, Kalisco head ass dirty broads. The Kalisco from the Pirates of the Caribbean. What's her name? The daughter of the one who carrying the world on his shoulder. What? Y'all are hilarious. Let me see what this guy wants. He keep calling me about 50 times. Yes, sir.
Kev.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, brother?
Blessed. Talking his metaphysical breakdown.
Yes, sir. Problem is, these folks believe in Tamu and Horus.
Huh?
The problem is, these people believe in Horus and Tamu.
Yeah.
And check it out, Kev. These people they haven't been through anything spiritual.
Yes, they have. They just don't know. They've been through everything.
Well,
my people been through everything.
Well, okay, I give you that. I'm talking about
my
for the
people
folks
been
that
through everything. It's time for them to wake up. I don't know what everybody else went through.
Yeah, for shit show. Well, this is my thing. They believe in Horus.
They was tricked. They was tricked by your people.
Nah, not my people.
Yeah,
man.
them your people. I
Check
can hear it in your voice. You got Horus, belief, and Tammuz all in your system.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, these folks believe in Horus. Some people don't believe in Horus.
Stop projecting. That's you. Stop telling me what they believe. What do you believe? Because chances are you believe in Horus.
I believe in Tammuz.
I know you do. So why you talking about they don't know nothing because they believe in Tammuz when it's
and I also believe in Horus.
I know you do.
I also believe in Horus. And see, this is the reason why I say it, Kev, because when I was brought up, I was taught to believe in Horus.
Do you think that name holds weight or something? I don't know what the fuck. Horus. Do you think that holds weight here? You think that's powerful?
Let me tell you why. I believe it holds weight.
Tammuz and Satan. Say them clear. Sound them regular so they can understand. We are much powerful than your spiritual God, sir. Than your belief system.
I don't worship Moloch,
sir.
I don't worship Moloch.
You worship them. That whole concept.
Sir, I believe in Horus.
That's it.
Sir, I believe in Horus.
I know you do. The whole concept. Moloch, all of these little frivolous things is what they got y'all locked in. All of their gods are dead. Press 1, never to return. They have no heir. All of their gods is banished to hell. They only worship their gods through statues and blood ritual sacrifice of God's true kings and children, free people. But even in their spiritual weakness, they don't know that my Father is the creator of good and evil. So even in their deceit, even in all of their transgression, they are in judgment. So he ain't saying nothing. His life is horrible. Press 1. It ain't nothing. My Father is the creator of good and evil. My Father knew Satan was in the garden. He didn't want to check on the children and ask and see if they was going to lie to him. I would say God put him there to see if they will lie to him. I ain't even gonna say it because y'all gonna call me all type of things. 424, where's the spiritual people with knowledge and wisdom? Where the brothers at with dreadlocks who got all the extensions and connections and copper energy frequency? Press 1 on the earth. I'm talking about you niggas who can climb a coconut tree in 3.2 seconds. That's 1. Right now. 424-209-9506. Come on. I didn't think so. Let's get back to the gibberish.
Brothers and sisters who went real deep studying Kemet and whatnot, they were able to begin to tap into, their ancient bloodlines and things of that nature. Brothers and sisters in the Moorish disciplines, the Moorish Science Temple disciplines.
Which is the Moorish Science Temple, the French blacks, the Nazis, the foreign blacks, the Africans. That's why he keep talking about the Africans. Those are, the Moorish. And the Moor only means Sephiric people of the Pope. They're all operators and get checks from the federal government. Damn, we're good. Those people with the hats, with the little cherry hats, those are the Moors. Those are all foreigners. Masquerade. You ever heard of that? They're masquerading as heirs. They're masquerading as beneficiaries. And, oh, you did this. So they specialize in, oh, you did this to me. Give me something. Oh, yeah, we'll give you something. We won't give them nothing. We'll give you, which is in turn them again. For being they little clowns and little slave puppets, press 1, they get a little check from the federal system. Facts. They get type of tax breaks because they know they roll. They not really from here. You got me? They not really from here. A lot of these blacks are nothing more than Frenchmen. Here it is again. The black face of the monopoly man. Press 1. I'm just too bright and smart for him. I'm too precise with my shit. You see who's that behind him? A French Hitler looking motherfucker and a monopoly man. Who's in the front? Him. See? Damn, just go ahead. They can't beat me. Press 1.
They've been able to tap in, brothers and sisters, you know, in the Sufism, brothers and sisters in the nation. You know what I mean? There's so many.
So everybody's tapping in, but Negroes. Why you not tapped in? Because you don't know. See, they tapping in to a couple dollars from a federal system and thinking they blessed. What you're blessed with is something so greater. You feel me? And they don't look half as you got, and you in debt with a job, and look how you still look. They be sitting in street corners trying to tell you you ain't doing the right thing, and you shining. Well, they look like shit. Nobody wants to be like them because they're not expressing God. Press 1.
Ways, the Hebrew Israelite brothers that I've seen who have
all internationals
going very more mystical.
See, they go more mystical. Press 1.
Things of that nature, they've been able to tap in. It's a discipline. Fasting helps. You know, being able to not spill your seed and spread your energy and deplete your chi, that helps. Your eating habits and things of that nature. And when I say eating habits, I'm talking about what you take into your mouth, what you take into your ears, and also what you take into your eyes. That is a discipline. There's a level of self-mastery that one should be able to partake in order to, you know, quiet the noise, balance the, you know what I mean? Balance the energies and what.
Okay. The energies. Okay, where's the life? Where's the resurrection of the dead? Where's the savior of humanity out of that? Where's the, oh my God, they put us all in captivity and we've been in the Holocaust and mastering your damn chi? Nothing. It's just ancient Asiatic, East Indian, East European philosophies. And I'm not saying they don't work for people to help master their thoughts, but mastering our minds deals with a different concept and our God and different worship that goes with something external. You feel me? We fighting a good fight, but God has mastered that for us when we know. See, we just don't believe. We know. I know.
Because I don't know too many savages that are tapped into their ancestral energies and whatnot. However, they may be tapped into an ancestral energy, but it's not a benevolent one. You feel me? Because there's people right now that are losing their minds. There's mental health issues and whatnot. And I would go on record to say that they may be tapped into a dysfunctional ancestor energy.
That's very interesting.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, because
they've been able to tap in. It's a discipline. Fasting helps. You know, being able to not spill your seed and spread your energy and deplete your chi, that helps. Your eating habits and things of that nature. And when I say eating habits, I'm talking about what you take into your mouth, what you take into your ears, and also what you take into your eyes. That is a discipline. There's a level of self-mastery.
Your contact lens is eyes, right.
That one,
like demonic, made of mastery. Look like you want to seduce me.
And should be able to partake in order to, quiet the noise, balance the, balance the energies and whatnot. Because I don't know too many savages that are tapped into their ancestral energies.
That's not what you said. You said they go to jail, and then those brothers who go to jail are able to tap into ISIS. That's what you said. And I don't even know if y'all even understand the words that are coming out your own damn mouth. I think y'all got used to Babylon.
Whatnot. However, they may be tapped into an ancestral energy, but it's not a benevolent one. You feel me?
Because it's not a benevolent one.
There's people right now that are losing their minds. There's mental health issues and whatnot. And I would go on record to say that they may be tapped into a dysfunctional ancestor energy.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I mean, because we not can't quantify every single ancestor as good. You understand me?
Right. Because when you hear ancestors, automatically, people thinking like Coco.
Benevolent beings. Like, no, you might be an ancient ancestor.
Oh wow!
Ancestor in the making.
We talking demonology.
You understand me?
Right.
And you might not want nobody to tap into your toxic energy. You feel me? So it's like
wow. This is why they confused. God said He left them to wander in their own. These people are cursed. You're cursed. I don't even have a problem because I know they are cursed. They are confused and confounded in their own imagination, and it is written. Can somebody call that in, please? I'm going to say this. Can somebody call that in, please? It'd be dope if I can get that. They are confused and confounded in their own imagination, and they are in their own confused philosophies, and they will be stuck there forever because they don't hearken unto the Lord. That's why they are stuck, right? And if you a woman, and I know it's a lot of you, and you follow this, you are following lost and confused and condemned, cursed, black, soulless men. Facts. They on sold they soul to sin and imagination. Disneyland philosophies.
Goes into the conversation of ancestors and descendants, because you can live, and as you becoming an ancestor, you're setting up, energetic portals and DNA that.
Dog, the only energetic portals in DNA is points of entries of assholes. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about, because that chakra shit is too tricky. Press one, but we don't set up different ports of entry. So you think you can come back through the semen, through the ass again? What the fuck? Then that means men can have babies. Like that last caller, I probably was a believer in such philosophy as this one. Incredible.
The rest of the lines and generations will have to tap into. So even when we think about our daily actions, our daily actions have consequences that reverberate over time. You know what I mean? Throughout eons. Like, we have an effect on the rest of human development because they.
Shut your dumb ass up. Spend your life believe this malarkey. Your life is just gonna be that of when you pass away. Anybody gonna be there, man? They up here trying too hard to do.
They have to extend from us, from the present into the future.
That's right.
And so I think about that also in the terms of when I went to Egypt, I was telling people that I lost my favor for Egypt before I went there. I wasn't excited because I stopped looking outside America for inspiration.
Right.
I started to study more of Black American pioneers and messiahs and ancestors and inventors for power. Because I'm like, sometimes we going so far back and we skipping over what's around us in our very backyard.
You feel me?
So it's
we going so far back in time immemorial that doesn't exist. And we forgot was near. Now watch this one. And watch this Moreland. Watch this one.
Like, I like what our cousins did over there. You understand me?
I like what our cousins did. He didn't say what we did. No, but they didn't do that over there. We did that over there. We gave them liberty. You see? I like what our cousins did over there. They didn't do nothing. We gave them liberty. We did that.
Ancient kinetic energy, all of that stuff. But sure, we can go back to the 20s.
The roaring 20s.
You understand me? And we can find powerful ancestral lines, men and women that were of a very high ilk. You understand me? Mentally.
Right.
Like, they were able to create and transform communities, have their own cults. They had millions of dollars. They amassed wealth and influence and impact in some of the most dangerous times.
Right.
So as we talk about, you know, going through Jim Crow and going through the black codes and all of that, well, there were still black people thriving every decade,
right,
while faced with all of the tremendous barriers,
right,
you understand me, and systems, and were looking good while doing it.
Looking super clean, super healthy,
yeah,
skin glowing.
Yeah.
So he's lost. Not Moreland. He's a foreigner. The other guy is in sin. He see the glory of his people, but he trapped in something else.
Didn't look worried.
Nope.
Didn't
Those
look.
people believe in Christ. They knew who their forefathers were. They was not from Africa, and they was not tapping in to no African ancestor energy. Our people believe in God. They had scripture. We put our names, our birth records are in the Bible that was stolen from y'all, from all these people. Let's go.
Tattered. When you see the pictures of the Depression, show me one where you could pull one and our people look depressed.
Now, black people didn't get affected as much as the Depression as white folks.
We had an enclosed system.
Yeah, and we wasn't that far removed from just getting out of slavery.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
That's right.
We won't worry about a market crash.
Right.
Well, our money wasn't in the market. Number one. Plus, we were more literate. You understand me? We knew how to save more. You understand? We had a greater family dynamic.
We were conservative.
Right.
We were better resolved for those situations. Fast forward now, we're worse off of all people.
Right.
So when we talk about doing better, we talk about wealth today is really tapping back into the roots of our ancestral thinking. You understand me? And how they were setting up enterprises from the 20s and the 30s, right? And so on and so forth, because we don't have to reinvent the wheel.
We just need an extensive case study. I feel like a collective.
Elisa Hill, there's no 400. The 400 years is kind of like 4 generations. Okay? The full 400 year
of researchers,
what's going on with their time
it would benefit the collective if they were to come together.
You got to come out
and
of that.
really go back and bring formulas back, because there were formulas being used.
The formulas was not sitting there talking about metaphysics and actually talking business and applying business concepts. Not sitting out on 125th Street selling rocks and pebbles and copper wire as bracelet. Press 1, but to develop the store, to go out and get picks, to know where to get this rock and start getting it yourself. Press 1 is to know everything you're supposed to know about the rock or whatever the hell you got going on, and put it in the store and say, we clean them, we give this. Most of these people come from China. We get them out the earth ourselves. They're rocky, this, but y'all don't know that. There's no formula other than setting up the right people who can do the job, paying them appropriately. Press 1 and boom, and you on your way. But if you're sitting around banging your head against the wall as a man, doesn't matter if you dress well or you coming as you are. If you in the church playing metaphysical games, or you in the mosque playing metaphysical games, you're not living in reality. There's another application when it comes to the Bible per se and the metaphysical. It's called the physical. The metaphysical is dead. Any religion coming from the metaphysical is a dead religion. It's a dead practice. If your spirit is metaphysical, you got a dead spirit. If you are practicing metaphysical behavior, those are dead ancient. If you speaking ancient Phoenician, you want to think you talking Hebrew, you speaking dead language. Trust me, I don't want to do that. But I got to tell you, it's all dead. You are dead. Press 1. You are a product of the dead seed that birthed you. Me too. I was there.
They were setting up enterprises from the 20s and the 30s.
It was setting up enterprises from the 1900, 1800, mid 1800, late 1800, 1700, 1600. We wasn't slaves. Y'all just got this narrative from the people who came over by way of Ellis Island and the White Island and a few other places, but you wasn't no slave.
Right, and
you became an indentured worker once your beneficiary status was removed, your heirs was no longer given to you. The 13th and 14th Amendment was the theft of your property, your house, your land as a whole. That's what all that was about. Okay, it has nothing to do with East Indian philosophies, the crescent moon on his head, whether you believe in Jesus, was a white man and went to the cross like Catholics, or nothing. It got something to do with Afro-Americans losing it all in the 13th and 14th Amendment, the reclassification of these people. Walter Plecker, Marcus Garvey, all of these individuals are paid agents of the church. Facts. And they was here to do one thing: push Red Cross hospital vaccine practices on the people. That's why y'all got the Black Death, smallpox. Since the federal Red Cross came, you've been under extermination process. Back in the day, they put you in the back. You was in a concentration camp. It said in that movie, in the movie I told you from Amazon Prime, ain't nothing but concentration camps. They can't admit that because he's in an organization that won't allow him to speak. Nobody can tell you this because they all are. I speak pure-hearted because that's what God want me to speak. That's what he geared me up for, to be fresh in front of these niggas, because that's what it take. Press 1. That's what it take.
So on and so forth, because we don't have to reinvent the wheel.
We just need an extensive case study. I feel like a collective of researchers, it would benefit the collective if they were to come together and really go back.
I thought y'all was the master teachers. I thought the 7% or more was the collective. No. See?
And bring formulas back, because there were formulas being used. This wasn't happenstance. People were.
You can't hate the guy with the formula. You can't hate the guy with the ideas. You can't take from. You can't be a nigga when that person comes. You can't be a thief. You got to already be prepared as a people to even be helped. Our people so conniving, they'll rob the man who's supposed to help them.
To figure it out. When you look at the list of black inventors in the 1800s, there's hundreds of them. It doesn't make sense. The timeline doesn't add up to what the reconstructed story that they sold us, the story that comes out of the lost cause and Reconstruction and whatnot, when the quote-unquote Confederate South teamed up with the North and switched everything around after the Civil War. And when they switch all of that around, that's when the inventors get erased from the textbooks.
See, my knowledge affects people. It changes people. See that? All you hear is Mr. Gillespie and people's speech pattern.
That's when the contributions of great black men and women get erased. That's when the history of the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American.
No, clown. See, you ready to lie. That's why I don't trust y'all. That's why I don't trust you. You ready to lie. You ready to go right back into a $5 Indian story to give the nigga. They don't know Wilmington. That's why you need me. I'm taking trips. Me and Saba. Shout out to Saba. Saba just hit me up. He said, Kev, I'm free. That's what Saba said. You ready to go? He said, I want to travel to 12 spots in a year span, historical sites, even if we got to drive. You with me? I said, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. People that's just, fuck that. I got them so entrapped in history. Let's go, bro. I'm free, you free, he's free, she's free, we all free. If I can go, G. That's what I'm about right now, is just being more, because again, we all spend our lives under the spiritual practices of dead religions and dead spiritual faiths. Let me tell all the women out there, you know damn well none of that alchemist stuff work for you. You ain't got no man. You done drove all the men out your life studying some goddamn alchemy. Press 1. Thinking you know it all and about to do some sex magic ain't got you nowhere. All the sex magic ain't made you a hoe. That's all the sex magic did. It was a demon taught you how to be a hoe. I used to believe it too. Like, God damn, girl, you must got some it always lead to the same malarkey. Minerals and hoeing and niggas and bisexual behavior using veganism and smooth bodies as ancient Phoenician practices. That's it, G. Ain't nothing but death and destruction. You know why? There ain't no God in it. And when you block out condemnation, your father condemns all that. So what the fuck is going on around here? If niggas don't want that, they rather get it from mama so they can get a hug. I don't get hugs. Fuck all that. They want hug. Oh, mama, I'm in jail right now. What happened? Me and Marquise, we went to the store and some guys ran up on us. And I thought he had a gun. I pulled out my AK-47 and shot 3 people inside the vehicle. Mama. That's one. Mama. I'm 14. I'm only 17. Koffee and KushTv. You on the air. What up?
Hi, sir. It's Forrest Glory. How are you?
Forrest Glory in the building. What's up with you?
Hello. So I was calling really quickly on my break with scripture that you were asking about earlier.
Which was?
Okay, that was about the leaving them to their imagination and then them being in confusion and confounded.
Ah, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so one of them comes from Isaiah 45 and the other comes from Psalm chapter 81. Did you want me to read both of those chapters?
Both of them. Why not?
Okay. All right, so let's do Isaiah first. It says, Thus saith the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have holden, to subdue nations before him. And I will loose the loins of kings, to open before him the 2 leaved gates, and the gates shall not shut. I will go before thee, and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass, and cut in sunder the bars of iron. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness, and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I am the Lord, which call thee by name, and the God of Israel. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed them, though thou hast not known me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me.
Now, wait a minute.
That they may know.
He surnamed them.
Yes, sir.
That's a big clue.
Yes.
But go ahead. I just want to make people know he surnamed them. Go ahead.
Yes. That they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west, that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Drop down, ye heavens, from above, and let the skies pour down waters. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation. and let righteousness spring up together. I, the Lord, have created it. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioned it, what makest thou, or thy work? He has no hands. Woe unto him that saith unto his father, what begettest thou? Or the woman, who hast thou brought forth? Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel and his Maker, ask me of the things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands, command ye me. I have made the earth and created man upon it. Even my hands have stretched out the heavens, and all their hosts have I commanded. I have raised him up in righteousness, and I will direct all of his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, not for the price nor reward, says the Lord of hosts. Thus saith the Lord, the laborer.
Not for the what?
Not for price nor reward.
Now check this out. That goes back into the law of redemption, and the salvager must be what?
Sir.
See, it's not about money.
Nope.
Right. Go ahead.
Thus says the Lord, the laborer of Egypt, and merchandise of Ethiopia, and of Sidon, the men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee, in chains they shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God. Verily, thou art a God that hidest thyself, O God of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed, and shall also be confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together, that are makers of idols. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord.
So he will be in the flesh.
Yes.
And they will stand convicted.
Yes, sir.
Run that back a little bit. No, because they said it's out of space somewhere. But go ahead.
No. Okay, so we'll go back to 14. It says,
ahead.
Thus saith the Lord.
Remix it. You got to understand. I know you down there somewhere where the hip hop community is not, but they like to remix it in our community. So remix it, bring it back like a battle rap. Go ahead.
Okay. Wait. So am I continuing? I'm sorry. I don't know that
right from
lingo.
14, sister. Right, finish where you was. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
thus saith the Lord, the labor of Egypt, and merchandise of Ethiopia, and Saban's men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee, in chains they shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God. Verily, thou art a God that hidest thyself, O God of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together, that are the makers of idols. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. For thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, God himself that formed the earth and made it. He hath established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I have not spoken in secret in a dark place of the earth. I said not unto the seed of Jacob, seek ye me in vain. I, the Lord, seek righteousness. I declare things that are right. Assemble yourselves and come. Draw near together, that ye are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image, and pray unto a God that cannot save. Tell ye, and bring them near. Yeah. I love that part. And bring them near. Yea, let them take counsel together. Who hath declared this from ancient times? Who hath told it from that time? Have not I the Lord, and there is no God else beside me? A just God and a Savior. There is none beside me. Look unto me, and ye be saved, all the ends of the earth. For I am God, and there is none else. I have sworn by myself, the word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness, and shall not return. That unto me every knee shall bow, every tongue shall swear. Surely shall one say, in the Lord have I righteousness and strength. Even to him shall men come, and all that are incensed against him shall be ashamed. In the Lord shall all the seed of Israel be justified, and shall glory. And that's the end of Isaiah 45.
Jeez Louise. kind of
Did
crazy.
you want me to do the next one? Or
Of course, why not? That was so relatable because we're talking about a lot of that right here, right now.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Yeah. So I just have, this one just has 16 verses, so I'll do this quickly and I had to go back inside. But it says, sing aloud unto God, our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the God of Jacob. Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp, and the psaltery. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon and in the time appointed on our solemn feast day. For this is a statute of Israel and a law of the God of Jacob. This he ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not. I removed his shoulder from the burden. His hands were delivered from the pot. Thou callest in trouble and delivered thee. I answered thee in a secret place of thunder. I proved thee at the waters. Oh, 1 second, hold on. Oh, it just went away. Oh, dang, hold on. I might have to look it up on my... We're going to read this. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm glad you feel that way. Good.
Just went away, but that's all right. I can put you on speakerphone.
Bingo.
All right. It says, this he ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not. I removed his shoulder from the burden. His hands were delivered from the pot. Thou callest in trouble, and I delivered thee. I answered thee in the secret place of thunder, and I proved thee at the waters of Meribah. Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will testify unto thee, O Israel, if thou wilt hearken unto me. There shall no strange God be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange God. I am the Lord thy God, which broughtest thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me. So I gave them up unto their own heart's lust, and they walked in their own counsels. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries. The haters of the Lord should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever. He should have fed them also with the finest of wheat, and with honey out of the rock should I have satisfied thee. All of Psalms 81.
Well, thank you for that reading. You can head back to it. Thank you so much. And I'm going to conclude the show because it takes a powerful sister of God to end the show. I'm tired of asking these brothers to call in on mark with the word when I got a sister right here. A few sisters at that know the word. So I'll just call on them if I need them. You feel me? You feel me, fellas? I'm not doing it no more. Ollie want to go to Moloch school. Prince 1, he want to get ordained. That's why I got Ollie when he got ordained, man. And the truth will set you free. You don't join the lie to get the truth. The time of the old is over with. The corporate religion stuff is dead. You can't sign up to be a follower of Christ through the federal government. The federal government got a hit out on the rising Messiah. So why would you go to them and say, I'm sovereign, I do this one? The air doesn't come by way of a Nazi giving it to you. It descends from heaven, that unknown place of creation that descends. And it is a transition of power. I know your little democratic brain can't think past McDonald's and 7-Eleven and the bitches up the block and ass and titties and shit, but I can. Press 1. Shout out to the people who contribute. If you learned something today, don't be afraid. Go to my Cash App. Contribute to the whole program. Using school today. You learned so much today. I'll take a couple more calls if it's worth it. So let me give a couple shout outs to those who contributed to this eye-opening program. Bobby Williams, shout out to you, King, sponsoring this program, and my morning coffee person, Mr. Harris. Shout out to you, sir. CC, Shout out to you. She says, please, the Mexicans love you, and I love my Mexicans. Press 1. I love Mexicans too, trust me. But guess what? That ain't gonna change history. Okay, so the donation, support towards the broadcast and what we do here, it goes a long way. But we are not altering history for the benefit of feelings. Thank you for that support system base that you thank you for that. Who else is this? Who is this right here? Shout out to Mr. Wells. Shout out to you, Mr. Cash King. Jason Wells, shout out to you. He learned something today at the row. Keep your feelings at the door. You feel me? I will love to cater to them. If you need psychological trauma from what your people have done or for what they people have done to you, contact me at 424-209-9506. And we're going to set up a good psychological fund for you. Press 1 because you need help. No calls? I'm good. Shout out to y'all. It was a blessing. Get back to it and see you either here or at the U. Either way, you're going to learn something new. It's your boy Kev Gills. And shout out to Mr. Moore for being on the show today. Shout out to the Catholics and the Christian. And shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Pan-Africans and the Hindus and the Indians and the 7%ers and the FOIs for all taking part in my beautiful expose on the Magic School Bus around this bitch. Koffee and KushTv.